Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to Quality Shot Tennis. Today we've got the third meeting in 11 days between Jannik Sinner and Novak Djokovic. Listen, it's 1-1. It's 1-1 in their last two meetings. They played twice in the Tour and ATP finals. First one, huge upset. Jannik Sinner took out Novak Djokovic in amazing fashion. Third set tiebreaker. And then Djokovic beat him and pretty handedly in the final. It was 6-3, 6-3. Playing much more aggressive, one of his best serving performances. And there you go, S1. Here we go again. So we're doing it all over again. Give it to us one more time. Listen, the last one was straight sets. Give it to us one more time. We're here for Sinner versus Djokovic. This feels right. I don't know if it's fair to call this like the really last big blockbuster of the season, but it's not far off of that. This is one of the last really, really big matches of the season between possibly the two best players in the world at the moment, at least two of the best players at the moment, also two of the best players of the year in general as well, I think it would be perfectly fair to say. So it's exciting. I'm excited to call this one, and hopefully you guys are too. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're new, Quality Shot Tennis, don't forget to like the stream if you enjoy it as well. The match is going to get underway soon. Players are going to step on soon to warm up. Let's see what's going on in the chat. What's up, Tony? Hi, Gil. Please note I like your style. Yeah, I think you're looking for Gil Gross. He's another great analyst on YouTube. I think you're looking for Gil Gross there. This is Quality Shot Tennis. Shout out Gil, though. Notification, please. Yeah, don't forget, you can ring the notification bell. That'll give you a notification for all of our streams. That's it. Don't forget to like and sub. Nole. Okay, we got some Nole fans in the chat. We know that. I've been here before. We got some Nole fans in the chat. Love it. We got some Jannik fans as well. I like both guys. Hi, when Start, Mary. Start is going to be on soon. They're doing the thing where the court is fully in darkness and it's ominous and both players are about to walk on court. That's what's going on at the moment. They're shining lights. Listen, this isn't a regular tournament. This is Davis Cup. I have respect for Davis Cup. I know the history on it. They've been playing Davis Cup for 100 years, 120 years. Part of the reason the Grand Slams are located where the Grand Slams are is because, listen, this event was dominated by Australia, Great Britain, United States, and also France for like the first 75 years of this tournament. They were the only countries that ever won this tournament because they're like, we're just better. We're just better than everyone else. So we're just better for some reason. So anyway, I've got respect for Davis Cup. They've been playing this a long time. It's always super exciting. Players giving their all for their country. You saw it with a guy like Kecmanovic, who just won his first round match. He never plays that well. Like, he's amazing. He never played. Like, he played out of his mind to play for his country. By the way, Jannik coming on court. It's a very unique event. It's kind of like the World Cup for tennis. And I know there's a lot of cups now, but I still got respect for Davis Cup. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. Forza Sinner. Okay, Jannik. There you go. There you go. Finally fulfilling that potential. We got to see a lot of love for Sinner. Forza Sinner. Idemo Nole. Sinner will have done his homework. Yeah. Well, listen, Novak, in their last match, Novak played one of the matches of his life. And I know that's crazy to say when you're talking about one of the greatest players of all time, if not the greatest player of all time. Actually, let me revise the statement. When you're talking about the greatest player of all time, it's hard to say that he's played one of the matches of his life at 36 years old, but he really kind of did. So Novak just needs to do what he did in the last match. I have zero notes for Novak. I'm not going to sit up here, Quality Shot Tennis, as a tennis commentator and say I have notes for Novak Djokovic after his performance in the last one. That's just not what's happening at the moment here. What is happening is I will tell Sinner what he needs to do, because that makes a lot more sense, because Novak played perfectly in the last time that they played. They played perfectly. The tennis TV gods gave him a 9.75 out of 10 on the performance rating scale. I don't know how much that means for anything, but it was obvious to everybody watching he played amazing. I mean, this is a guy who's still amazing athletically, maybe not as good as he was, say, at 2011, 2015, but still very, very good. Incredible for his age. Still top tier for any age on the tour. And aside from that, he's perfected pretty much the rest of his game. His serve in the last match was as good as ever. His forehand is looking amazing. He's using variety. He's coming to net. He played ultra aggressive against Jannik, which is not what I felt like his strategy was against Carlos in the semifinals. I felt like against Carlos, he was just kind of playing defense, rallying, letting Carlos hit theirs. Against Jannik, played ultra aggressive. Jannik is going to have to step in, play on the baseline, be aggressive. These courts probably don't play as quick as Turin as well. So 1 for Djokovic, 2 for Sinner. Okay, yeah. So and it's also it's 1-0 for Serbia, by the way. So let me know in the chat who you got winning this match. 1 for Djokovic, 2 for Sinner. Let me know in the chat who you got winning this. 1 for Djokovic, 2 for Sinner. It could go either way. Listen, both of these guys won in Turin. Sinner had Djokovic's fate on his racket in that tournament. He was fair to tennis. He was fair to his opponents. He tried his best in every match. That's what you have to do. It would be stupid to play tennis if there's a match where you just like don't try. That's like kind of stupid. Like Sinner had respect for that. He had respect for tennis. He tried his best in every match he played. He also didn't want to go down 0-3 versus Rune. It was very respectable for him to do that. And it's good to see. But he did have Djokovic's fate on his racket in that tournament. This could go either way. It's 2-1 for Djokovic on the season. For me, one of the most important stats that I don't think a lot of other people will be saying, they're 1-1 on hard courts. The first time they played on hard courts was in Turin. They're 1-1 on hard courts. So we'll see who gets the winning edge. It's going to be interesting. So we got 2. Okay, Jannik, 1. Novak, Serbia, 2 Jannik. Okay. We got some Janniks. We got Novak as well. I think we got 2 Novak, 1 Jannik. Let me know who you got winning this match. Put a 1 in the chat for Djokovic, 2 for Sinner. 1 Novak. Okay. I'm excited. Listen, it's always fun when we get to watch Sinner versus Novak. It's always fun. It's always fun. And Sinner and Novak, like, I know there's a lot of differences. Sinner plays more aggressive than Novak, although that wasn't even... So, by the way, both guys are warming up. The match is going to get started soon. And I'm going to have the play-by-play for the match. Going to have the play-by-play call, and also we'll be watching real time, watching along. So should be fun calling the match. But they're currently Djokovic is warming up volleys. But what was I saying? They both remind me of each other. Jannik is certainly more aggressive than Novak, but they both remind me in a lot of ways. They both really like to stretch out athletically. They both do the backhand slides on the full stretch, open stance backhand slides. They both just mentally just lock in and just go into that ice cold zone where they both just like to stay. And I don't know, they just know when to apply pressure, when to really attack, and break down their opponent's game little by little. But Jannik is a little bit flashier probably. He can hit some pretty fun shots to watch, like Delpo forehands on the full run on the run. He can hit some crazy winners out of nowhere, but that's kind of how I describe their matchup. Hey, what's up, Ghost? Good to have you in here. I try to hire those drunk. By the way, match is going to get started in about a minute, so if you want to watch the match, it's about to get up started. I try to hire those drunk British fans show up for this match, but they only take pounds and euros. Can sell them on Ghosty Coin. All right, Ghost. Well, welcome in. Sinner in 3. Djokovic will smash a racket a la Tokyo. It'll be glorious. Okay. Jannik in 3 would be a crazy result. If it is Jannik in 3 sets, in terms of the Davis Cup tie, they will play a doubles match to decide who gets into the final. Last time Italy was in the final of Davis Cup was 1998. The last time Serbia was in the final of Davis Cup was 2013, a decade ago. So if Djokovic wins this match, he clinches the tie for Serbia, and they're in the final for the first time in 10 years. Australia already is in the final. Djokovic would be eager to play de Minaur in the final, I'm sure, because Djokovic dismantles de Minaur every time they play. It's a very winning head-to-head for Novak. He'll be happy to play de Minaur. That said, that's just one match. So I honestly think before the semifinals, I said I think Australia might win. So this is an important match, but I'm not discounting Australia in the final either, just because they don't have Sinner or Djokovic. Djokovic will beat de Minaur. He'll beat de Minaur. But the other 2 matches I think are very interesting for Australia, because de Minaur is playing well against anybody who's not named Novak Djokovic. But anyway, we'll see about that. Sinner has to avoid rallies and tiebreakers. Yes, if possible. I'd hit back into Nole's body as much as possible. Interesting. Some body shots. Yeah. Right. The body. Maybe. Guy hit right at Sinner's head yesterday in his match. I'm sure Jannik wasn't happy about that. By the way, players warming up serves. They're going to get started soon. It's Anthony Hirsch for Quality Shot Tennis. Don't forget to like the stream if you're enjoying it. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll have from the first point to the last 0-0-0 already on the match clock for the match time. Novak going to hit a few more serves, and then we're going to get started. What's up, Alexandra? Forza Italia. Forza Italia. Italy doing well. Semifinals of Davis Cup. Semifinals of Davis Cup. All right, I'll be right back for the start of this one. They just finished up warming up serves. All right, guys, Novak is at the line. We're getting started here. Sinner taking on Djokovic, part 3. Third time in 11 days. Here we go. Djokovic at the line to serve in Malaga. Backhand return to the forehand of Djokovic. Cross-court, forehand Sinner. Big into the backhand Djokovic. Forehand Sinner. Cross-court into the forehand Djokovic. Cross-court. It's another big forehand. That's in the net from Sinner, though. 15 love for Novak. 15 love for Nole for Jannik. Let's go. We got a lot of Jannik fans. We know that already. Hey, what's up, Gene Sport? We got Gene in the chat. What's up? What's up? We're going to have a fun one here. It's a tiebreaker. It's a tiebreaker, right? 1-1. 15 love for Djokovic. What's a better place than Davis Cup? Listen, both guys playing for their country. First time that either country reaches the final. For Italy, it would be the first time in 25 years. For Serbia, it would be the first time in 10 years. Exactly. So both guys want this. Djokovic would clinch it with a win. Second serve here for Novak, who served so incredibly, by the way, in their last match, the last ATP match of the season. Backhand, that's in the net from Djokovic, 15-all. That's a good return from Jannik. Or sorry, just out, 30 love. 30 love for Novak. Thought I caught the line, 30 love. Just out. Serbia won Davis Cup in 2010, Anthony. Yes, Serbia won their only win in 2010, but they reached the final as well in 2013. That was the last time they reached the final. They have not won since 2010. Italy has won once. That was in 1976, so it's been a while. That was with Panada and the like. It's 30 love here for Djokovic. That's good serve from Novak. 40 love. Quick start. Quick start. 40 love. Apparently, both the Serbians and the Italians travel well. I understand the stands are full. Who says people don't show up for Davis Cup? Who says people don't show up for Davis Cup? That's people show up. It's 40 love. Serve out wide. Forehand Novak. Backhand of Sinner. Backhand Djokovic. That's well wide. 40-15, first point for Jannik. 40-15, first point for Jannik. First point for Jannik. It is 3-1, 4-1 for Novak in their head-to-head. First time they played was in Monte Carlo in 2021. Then they played at Wimbledon last year, which is that famous match or infamous match where Novak led up 2 sets. And then they've played the 3 times this year. That's forehand goes long on the return from Sinner. It's 1-0 for Novak Djokovic. 1-0 for the Serb. You got to give Novak the respect for playing this event. Yeah, totally. He's playing amazing. Listen, even if the crowd gets a little bit on him, he's shown throughout his whole career it doesn't matter. That's what happened in the last match. He just He just finds a way to block out the crowd from his mind, or even doesn't just block it out. He said after 2019 Wimbledon, he heard people chanting Federer. He just made it up in his head that they're chanting Djokovic. Or if he's hearing boos, he uses it as fuel, as motivation. So I'm not sure that happened this match. Davis Cup is always a crazy atmosphere. Djokovic, by the way, has won 21 straight Davis Cup matches. So if you just want to feel a little bit, if you're a Sinner fan and you want to feel a little bit less hopeful, then there's a stat for you. But listen, that streak can break at any moment. And this is easily one of the hardest matches he'll have faced in that streak. He's playing the number 4 player in the world, arguably the second best player on the planet. It can break. Serve Jannik, back in Djokovic. Backing Jannik, cross court to the back into Djokovic. Forehand Jannik. The forehand to Djokovic. Back in Jannik, cross court. Back in slice of Novak. Forehand Jannik comes in, cross court. That's a good shot from Jannik. Love that. Moving forward. He's got to use that variety. One thing that helped in the match that Sinner won last week was he was using variety. He hit so many drop shots. Right? People, when Sinner came out to the scene, people are like, big forehand. No, he's got more than that. Big backhand. Yeah, well, he has that too, but he's got more than that too. He has variety. He has his game. He needs to hit volleys. He needs to come to net, hit drop shots. That's what he's got to do. It's 15 love for Sinner at 0-1. Early stages. Forehand, return. Forehand to Sinner. That goes out. 30 love for, or 15 all. 15 all here at 1-0. Yes, you do. Gene loves playing for his country. Yeah, Novak always loves playing for his country. Idemo. Nole said shut up to some British fans in the stands. Yeah, he did get rowdy with them yesterday. He did. He's not afraid to speak his mind. No doubt about that. That's a great serve from Jannik. Those are the kind of serves we saw in the first match. Listen, the first match in Turin, Novak did not play badly either. Novak served 20 aces in their first match that they played. You barely ever see Novak hitting 20 aces. He won over 80% of first serve points. Novak was playing amazing in the first match that they played. That's what made Sinner's win so unbelievable. Like, yeah, Novak can lose, but the way he lost was what made Sinner's win so amazing. That's a good serve down the line too. And Sinner served amazing. He's got to serve just as well. In the second match of the week that they played, Sinner only won 57% of first serve points. No, he was not hitting the serve quite to the lines as well. Novak was reading it way better, which is that's the good thing, right? That's the good thing of playing a guy twice in 1 week. So Sinner's got to bring up the serve to the level it was in the first time that they played in Turin last week. 40-15 at the Davis Cup. 0-1. Jannik looking to hold. Not a great backhand from Jannik. Doesn't really get into position well. He kind of just forces it. He doesn't really use his legs there. 40-30. Misses it wide. Idemo Nole. Okay. Novak. We got Novak fans. We got people cheering up. The main man at the moment. He's the face of the men's game at the moment. Just because, listen, he's winning everything. He's got his fans. It's 40-30. Serve Jannik out wide, back in Novak. That goes out, though. It's a hold from the Italian for Italy. Listen, he's always Italian, but he's not always directly playing for Italy. We got Italy versus Serbia. And the names representing them are Djokovic and Sinner. So it's fun. Hey, what's up, Juice Lava? Go Nole. Okay. We got Novak. What's up? What would you say is Sinner's weakness, Anthony? That's a good question. Jannik's weakness, transition game. He can definitely improve on finding the right times to come to net. That's a big thing for him at the moment. I would say other weaknesses. He's playing a very complete game at the moment. I'll give it a thought. Back in Novak. That goes out. Love 15. Jannik in the lead with the first point on Novak's serve. Novak already back at the line. Davis Cup semifinals. It's exciting. Exciting match to watch. Novak at the line. Sinner on the return. I love the colors too, by the way. Blue versus red. Love it. Very contrasting colors. And on a green court as well, by the way. We got everything going on. Big forehand. That's put away from Novak. Smooth like butter. Easy. 15 all. 1-1, 15 all. Yeah, you can't really say anything that he does poorly. Yeah, I can only say things he can improve. Like, he has a lot of potential to still be improving. I don't know that there's a lot of weaknesses aside from improving on the variety, even improving a little bit more on the drop shot, on the slice. The slice is something he can improve. Sometimes the net game can get away from him, so it's just those little things. But for the most part, still very good. Probably the mental side, the best of 5 at the majors, like that, just unlocking that as well. But for the most part, very good. He's figured it out, and I love to see it. His movement is very good for his height. Very complete player. And his weapons are extremely damaging, which is what you want to see from a top player. Like, just how, like, listen, everybody can hit a good forehand when you're on the men's tour, but pretty much no one can hit a forehand like Jannik Sinner. So that's what you look for. The peaks of his game, the weapons of his game are extremely damaging. That's a good volley put away, by the way, from Sinner. So it's 15-30. Novak out the line to serve. Serve down the tee. That goes out. Second serve. Second serve. We got Djokovic versus Sinner. Join in. Quality shot tennis. We got the call. Novak with the second serve. Second serve. Forehand of Sinner. Backhand Djokovic. Backhand of Sinner. Backhand of Djokovic. The forehand of Sinner. Forehand Djokovic. The backhand of Sinner down the middle to the forehand of Djokovic. Forehand Sinner. The backhand of Djokovic. Cross court. Backhand slice. Sinner into the backhand of Djokovic. Cross court. Backhand Sinner. Back cross court. Backhand Djokovic. Forehand on the rise from Sinner. Oh, he pushes it wide though. Couple shots like that off the forehand and the backhand for Sinner where they come towards him. It just feels like he forces it and he pushes it wide. He needs to use the legs well. He needs to use the legs well. Probably the mental side, I agree. Yeah, but I still think the mental is very good. And I thought the mental was, even when he was not being able to finish the 5-setters at the majors all too well. I still thought, listen, this is a guy who's shown me so many times that mentally he can be very good. Like against Carreno Busta, saving some match points in Miami. I think last year he saved some match points in Dubai. Was it against Fokina? I know Rublev this year saved match points against Fokina in Dubai, but yeah, he's shown me that mentally he can be very solid. Even in being super dominant, like against Rublev, just dominating him in Miami this year, all the way to the finish line. So I've seen that he can have a very solid mentality about him. He just needs to find a way to hone in on it. But listen, the guy's so young. He's crazy young. He was born in 2001, late 2001. This is a guy who's 22. So I'm just giving him his time. I'm giving him some time. Backhand Sinner. Cross court. Ooh, what a backhand from Jannik. That's a Jannik Sinner backhand special. Are you kidding me? That when people say Jannik Sinner backhand special, they're talking about that. Yeah, guys, don't forget to like if you are enjoying it. It helps the stream get passed around. Be a lot of fun if we could get this. Listen, be a lot of fun if we could get this to be a big stream. Appreciate everybody who's joined in. Don't forget to hit the like. It helps out the channel a lot. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We do live streams all year. We live streamed every single match in the Tour and ATP Finals. We do live streams all year for 250s, for all the biggest events, especially as well. So don't forget to subscribe if you're new to Quality Shot. Anthony here for the call for Quality Shot Tennis. It's Deuce here. Novak at the line with the second serve. Jannik with a good start so far. Serve here from Djokovic. Serve. Djokovic. Oh, that's a double fault. It's a double fault, and Sinner will take it. Sinner is going to gladly take it. Jannik's going to take anything he can. He's like, listen, you were out of the Tour and ATP Finals. I really wanted to beat Rune and get my revenge over Rune from Monte Carlo. You were back into the event. I will take anything. It's all jokes, of course, but it's advantage for Italy, advantage for Jannik Sinner over the world number 1 and over Serbia. Advantage for Sinner. First serve in the net, second serve. Second serve. Second serve, kick serve. The back in the center, back in Djokovic. That's in the net. Sinner gets first blood. He gets the first attack here. He needs it too. That's good momentum. It was 6-3, 6-3 in the last match. It wasn't particularly close. The next gen needs this to have any kind of momentum going into 2024. This is like a second chance for like the next gen. This is a very late second chance for the next gen to have any kind of momentum going into 2024. What a win it would be to beat Djokovic twice in 11 days. People are saying beating him twice in one event. That's impossible. Nobody is ever going to do that. Beat Djokovic twice in one tournament. It might literally be impossible. I've never seen it done. But beating him twice in 11 days is a pretty good win as well. So Djokovic's forehand has looked so good. Yes, Djokovic's forehand, he's perfected that shot. It feels like he's just crafted it more and more. It looks nothing like it did in 2011, 2015. I'm not the guy who says, listen, he's playing better in 2023 necessarily. I do think that this is one of his most impressive years to date. At 35, 36, and an unprecedented age in tennis to be winning as winning as he is. He's won 4 of the 5 biggest tournaments. He's only not won one tournament that he's played off of. He's only not won one big tournament that he's played off clay courts. That was at Wimbledon. He's only not won 2 different non-clay tournaments that he's entered this year off of clay courts, which is a true stat. Dubai and Wimbledon. Those are the only 2 tournaments not on clay courts that he hasn't won this year that he entered, which is a ridiculous stat. He almost lost in Cincinnati, but he didn't. He won. An absolute epic. So. All right, center serve, back in Djokovic. Back in center, that's in the net. Love 15. Must consolidate here. Yeah, center's got to play solid. He's got to play solid. Let's see what he can do. Second chance for the next gen. That's what we have here. It's a second chance for the next gen. Love 15. Center at the line to serve. Center serve, that's in the net. Second serve. Second serve for Jannik. Second serve. It's a double fault. Jannik. Yeah, this is a big game. Listen, the breaking somebody is a big game, but you got to consolidate too. That separates really good players from like the best of the best. Is these kind of moments. You got to keep it up when you get the lead. You can't just let down. It's so easy to do that. You put all that energy into breaking, you got to keep that same energy in the game after too. Even when you're not necessarily chasing the lead, you just got to keep it going. Backhand the net from Djokovic. That's a bad miss from Djokovic, by the way, with the backhand. That's a backhand he should be making. It's 15-30. I'll say this about Djokovic too. Djokovic is winning everything. That's kind of the mood at the moment. Djokovic wins. He's playing. He wins. He's on the court. He wins. Partially true, but I will say this. He's been playing a lot of long matches. Like in Paris, 2 Turin at one point, 6 of 7 matches that he played went to a tight 3 sets. 2 against Runa, 1 against Hurkacz, 1 against Griekspoor, 1 against Rublev, and 1 other one, which I'm not going to think of because I'm not going to rot my brain thinking of it off the top of my head. But he's been playing a lot of 3-set matches. He played a lot in Turin as well against Sinner, for example. So he's been playing a lot of long matches. He's not been winning these super comfortably until his last 2 matches. 30 all. 30 all in Nole. Okay. Nole. Rublev could write a dissertation of the consequences of not consolidating against Djokovic. That's completely true. If you saw their Wimbledon match this year, Rublev won the first set, played great. And then what happened after that? Not great. Serve coming here from Jannik at 30 all. This is a big point, actually. Right here. Kick serve. Down T. It's a good serve. Back in center. He's got to take the attack. Back in Djokovic. We're at neutral. Jannik's not really attacking. Forehand cross court. Forehand to center. Forehand Djokovic. Back in center. There he steps in a little bit. Back in Djokovic. The forehand of center. Back inside out. Back in Djokovic. Djokovic defending. Big backhand. Back to the backhand Djokovic. He misses it wide. It's a good point from center. Maybe he felt he didn't need to attack early. He started attacking as the point went on. 40-30. We'll see if that's a strategy. Is that the strategy? Kind of playing into it. Started attacking a little bit later on. It's 40-30. Nole poor form equals longer matches, but still wins. Yeah. So far, that's true. You're right. But the one thing is, Jannik did beat him in Turin, and he had Novak's fate in the tournament on his racket, fully on his racket, completely and fully. So that's the one thing going into this match that gives Sinner fans a little bit of hope. Kick serve, backhand Djokovic, the backhand of Sinner, the forehand of Djokovic, cross court, forehand of Sinner, forehand Djokovic. That goes out 3-1. Guess what's 3-1 for Jannik? It's a perfect start. I'll tell you what else. We talk about Novak. We talk about Novak getting revenge. What about Carlos losing to Novak at Roland Garros and then beating him at Wimbledon? Jannik looking to lose to him in Turin and then beat him at Davis Cup. Next Gen having their own form of revenge. It's 3-1. It's weird how quickly Alcaraz dropped off. I think the Cincinnati loss took a toll on the young Spaniard's confidence. Maybe. I actually agree. I think that Cincinnati loss actually really affected him. That's what it seems like, because since that Cincinnati match, it's been a little bit of a mix of the usual, or at least the last couple of years, or especially last year, Alcaraz kind of drop off, runs out of gas at the end of the season, kind of a mix of that. And also, I just lost one of the most all-time epic matches of all time. In Cincinnati, that was absolutely brutal. If Alcaraz won that match, if he just consolidated on his match point and his championship point there, who knows how the rest of the season would have gone. So it's just these kind of things that Alcaraz, I'm sure, thought about, especially for the U.S. Open. That above anything else. Djokovic won the U.S. Open. If Alcaraz won Cincinnati, you never know. Slow 15 here, by the way. Jannik with a really good start. That's what he needed. Serve out wide, back in return. That's in the net, though. 15-all. It's a good serve from Novak. Good serve from the Serb. Good serve from the Serb. Hey, what's up, Maynor? What's up, my Anthony, my love? I appreciate you, Maynor. Forza Jannik. There you go. It's agreed. GG. Yep. Yeah. 15-all. That could give Jannik a little bit of hope. The fact that he won in Turin. It's 15-all. First serve is a let. Another first serve coming. It's technically a second serve. His second serve he's hitting, but it's a first serve. First serve, Novak. He's at the line to serve. Serve, Novak, out wide, forehand center. The forehand of Novak, cross court, forehand center. That's in the ground. 30-15 for Nole. 30-15 for Nole. It's going to be quite the battle for Novak next year with Carlos Daniil and Novak, Gary. Yeah. What's up, Gary? Yeah. I totally agree. I think next year is going to be super compelling. Listen, by the U.S. Open, Novak will have to be the oldest Grand Slam champion ever. So that is not an easy task. Carlos and Jannik and Rune, by the way, have all proven they can beat him. Carlos and Jannik prove that they have the consistency to consistently be at the ends of these events and give themselves chances. Against Novak on all three surfaces, which is great. Serve down T, forehand Jannik, back in Novak, the back in Jannik, back in Novak, the forehand of Jannik, forehand Novak, the forehand of Jannik, back in Novak on the stretch. That goes in right off the baseline shot from Jannik. That's not such a good forehand from Novak. It's 30-all. Okay, we'll see what Jannik has in this one. It's 30-all, 1-3. By the way, guys, don't forget to subscribe to Quality Shot Tennis. We do live streams like this all the time. If you want people who really get hyped up for the sport, genuine fans of the sport. We got a great community here in the chat as well. A lot of recurring names, and so good fun to see. We want to see it growing as much as possible as well. Don't forget to subscribe. We've had a great year of a lot of calls for tennis. It's been a lot of fun. We've got a lot more coming, so don't forget to subscribe if you are new. It's 30-all. Djokovic at the line to serve. Serve Novak, out wide, forehand center. Backhand Djokovic, the backhand of center. Backhand slice, Novak, the forehand of center. Ooh, what a forehand from Jannik. Perfectly designed forehand, just right down the line. He just targeted it perfectly. I mean, the leg strength to come under it and just hit it perfectly in the corner. When you look up perfect forehand in the dictionary, I don't know if perfect forehand's in the dictionary, but if it is, that will be right under the definition. It's breakpoint number 1 for Jannik. See what Jannik can do. 3-1. Serve, Novak. Out wide. Ooh, what a serve from Novak, though. Novak strikes back. Not yet. Not yet. If you watch Turin, you know not to discount Novak, because everybody was like, this guy's not winning the event. Oh, okay. And Novak said, well, you know what? I'm Novak. I'm winning quick step. Yep. Jannik seems more rested. Novak level lower than ATP final. So far, Novak's level is definitely lower. It was going to be impossible to sustain the level in the final. I would say this is even lower than the level in his first match against Jannik as well so far. It's not crazy lower. Jannik is playing really, really well. So I think Novak is, I think Jannik is well rested for sure. I think Jannik's well rested. Deuce. 4-1 would be crazy for Jannik. Forehand cross court, forehand Novak. Ooh, that goes out though, cross court. That goes wide. Advantage here for Jannik. In Monole. Yeah. Anthony, how many slams will Medvedev win? That's a great question, Matt. He seems to be from that forgotten mid-20s age group. I'll answer that question. After this, during this next changeover. It's a great question. How many slams Medvedev will win? Advantage for Italy to go up a double break. Serve here. Novak down the tee. Nearly another ace. It's called out, though. It is called out, though. Second serve. Second serve from Djokovic. Ball bouncing the ball. It's a second serve kicked. Back into center. What a return. That's a strike from Jannik. That's a strike from the racket of Jannik center. Right on top of the ball. Just like ping pong. Ping. Perfect backhand winner. Just like ping pong. Novak didn't even have time to react to it. 4-1 double break for Jannik. People thought, listen, if you thought this was going to be like the final Turin, guess what? It's already not like that. It's already not like that. Third time in 11 days. First time was for Sinner. Second time was for Djokovic. So far, number 3 is for Jannik Sinner. And it is for Italy as well. To tie up this tie 1-1. Hey, what's up, Vojkan? What's up? Yo, it's actually mad that they were playing again so soon. It's crazy. But listen, how fun is it? It's a tennis special. Listen, we had such a good 2023. This is like the tennis gods giving us like, okay, here's a little, what's the word? Icing on the cake. What's the word? Cherry on top? Little cherry on top. This is like the tennis gods being like, okay, here's one more. Here's a fun little one to finish off the season. That's why I'm taking it. I'm taking this as a bonus. This is a bonus. This is a bonus, is what it is. And that's what Davis Cup always is. That's what Davis Cup should be. Listen, I know this new Davis Cup is not good. This new Davis Cup sucks, to be honest. The fact that they're playing it. I understand that there are pros to it, but the cons are limitless, and it's also the cons of this new format are going to make it so that there's a decent chance it's going to die out, especially with all the other cups that there are at stake. And I'm just not going to allow Davis Cup to die out with all the history, the prestige, and all the amazing matches that have come from this tournament as well on it. Not just in the finals, in the semifinals as well. One of my favorite matches of all time happened at Davis Cup. It was Andy Murray taking on Juan Martín del Potro, 2016 Davis Cup. It was the longest match of Murray's career until his match against Kokkinakis earlier this year. And that was an incredible match. Davis Cup brings out the best out of players playing for their country. It's special. It brings out the kind of English football atmosphere that you can't find anywhere else, really, with tennis players playing for their country. It's really exciting. Even at Olympics, you don't really get this kind of like atmosphere, and certainly not every year. It was better when it was like not 2 out of 3 matches, where it was 3 out of 5 matches. It was better especially when it was 3 out of 5 sets. That made it super exciting. It was better when you switch surfaces, you switch countries all throughout the year. It wasn't all at one time. Now it's very similar to a tournament like United Cup, but we deal with it. I still respect Davis Cup for what it is. 15 love for Jannik. Always watched it as a kid as well. Forehand Sinner down the middle. Forehand Novak. The forehand of Sinner. Backhand Novak. That goes out. Much better start for Sinner. And I almost want to say that Novak is nowhere near the level he was in the last couple matches he played against Sinner. Not just the one that he won. The one that he lost as well. And that's actually less talking about that's not trying to say he's playing absolutely terrible, but He was playing really, really well in both matches he played against Sinner last week. Not the level he's bringing so far. Back in Novak, the forehand to Sinner, down the line, back in stretch. That's a lob. That goes out. It's 40 love. 4-1, 40 love for Sinner. Talk about turning it on its head. It was 6-3, 6-3 for Novak. Jannik about to go up 5-1. Seriously, guys, Novak being in the game is good for tennis, always. Totally agree. Totally agree. I said it on the new podcast that we did for the channel, Tennis 360 podcast. It's a weekly podcast that we do for Quality Shot Tennis. But on the podcast, I was saying, listen, the more that Novak is around, the more that these guys are forced to try to raise their level up to an all-time greats level. That's only good for this next era. It's not good if he stays around for another 15 years winning majors, but for now, this is only good for this era. I'll stand by that wholeheartedly. I'll stand by it wholeheartedly. That's a good forehand strike from Djokovic, by the way, down 40 love, 40-15. Forehand winner, inside in. Sinner's been doing his homework. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. 40-15. Serve here from Sinner. Out wide, forehand return, forehand Sinner. Down the middle, backhand Djokovic. Great rally so far. Backhand Sinner. Back to the backhand Djokovic, backhand Sinner. A lot of pace on all of these shots. Forehand the net from Djokovic. Djokovic cannot keep up with that pace. He's got the 24 Grand Slams to his name, but in this match so far, Djokovic can't keep up with that pace. It's 5-2. And Jannik believes, and that's enough. Sorry, 5-1 for Sinner. Not even 5-2, 5-1. Very, very good for Jannik so far. Maybe Sinner will win all the majors now. Maybe. But listen, people are saying that about Alcaraz. I'm the biggest Jannik Sinner fan you'll see. There's a lot of things that go into it. Pressure, the eyes on him now, the break, the offseason in between seasons, how he's going to convert it to majors, the best of 5 format. There's a lot of things that go into it. I'm not going to be that guy, but I'm also going to be the guy who says, listen, when Alcaraz lost the first match as well about the ATP finals, yeah, Alcaraz is going to win a lot more majors. Sinner's going to win a lot more majors. They're going to have down periods. Even if Jannik loses first round in the Australian Open, he'll come back. I'm not that guy. I try to think realistically about it. Jannik is an incredible talent. So is Alcaraz. They're both, I've thought for a good while now, they're going to spearhead an incredible era of a lot of really, really talented names of players that have the capacity to win big titles. I think it's going to be a little bit more chaotic, but I think they're going to spearhead a really, really fun, fresh, exciting era. Sinner and Alcaraz, their rivalry at the top of it. But listen, tennis keeps going. We're going to have some more great eras coming. That sounds exciting to me. And the names are never ending. Medvedev, Draper, Korda, Fritz, Hachanov. You have so many names there. Musetti, Runa. So many good names. Serve down the tee. That's a perfect serve from Novak. 30-15. That's how Novak served in their last match. It feels like Sinner is really reading the Novak serve a lot better now, which is what he needed to do. He was really not reading the Novak serve very well at all in their last match. Novak, the 28% of the time that Novak stepped to the line to hit a first serve, he hit an ace. That's mind-boggling. First serve, Sinner gets a racket on it. That goes long, though, 40-15. 40-15. GG, I think that the WTA wishes it still had Serena right now. Yes, that's true. Yeah, I mean, Serena, you can't get another Serena. I mean, Serena is just one of a kind. Fully and truly. Backhand Djokovic, the backhand of Sinner. Forehand Djokovic, that's big cross court. Forehand Sinner. Backhand of Djokovic, backhand Sinner. Cross court to the backhand of Djokovic on the stretch. Forehand Sinner picks it up. Ooh, what a shot from Jannik. Wow, what a pickup. That's a crazy pickup, almost a half volley. I'll be surprised if Djokovic doesn't raise this level in the second set. Yeah, I'll be surprised as well. Novak's going to raise. That's true. Novak is probably going to raise. Come on, go away, Novak. Okay, Maynor, we got Jannik fan. I know that. And I know you don't really like Novak very much. We got a lot of Novak fans. We got Sinner fans. We got a mix. Djoko wins majors till 40. Is it good for tennis? That's a good question in itself. It's 40-30 here for Novak. Serve here from Nole. Serve down the serve out wide. It goes wide though. Second serve. Kick serve, forehand center. The forehand of Djokovic down the middle, forehand center. The backhand of Djokovic, cross court, backhand center. The backhand of Djokovic, forehand center. He attacks it, right into the backhand of Djokovic, another forehand center. The forehand of Djokovic, that's a good one down the line. Backhand cross court, that's in the net. Really high level rally though from both guys. It's 5-2 though. 5-2 though for 5-2 for center. He's about to serve for the set with a double break. About to serve for the set with a double break. He's bulked up a bit, to be fair, GG with Cahill. Yes, that's true. Jannik's worked on it a lot. You can see it a lot, especially in the legs. Listen, people back in the day were like, his legs look like sticks. How's this guy going to be a guy who has like a world number one potential? But listen, the guy has just been improving and improving physically, mentally, in every single way. His win percentage has improved a lot. Like last year was at 73%. The year before was at 67%. This year at over 80%. I don't know if we're going to get a jump quite that high next year to say 87%, for example, but still very, very good from center. I think Djokovic will raise his level right now as stake one. Is it going to be enough though? Is it a little bit too late? That's the other question. It's 5-2. It's 5-2. Oh, Matt had a great question in the chat. Let me get up to that. Matt had a good question in the chat. Medis US Open window would suggest a slam winning window has shut. I disagree. I disagree, Ghost. I'm not going to go quite that much. All right, Matt. I'll answer the question between sets, but it's a great question. How many majors Medvedev will win? Forehand on the slide, backhand of center. The backhand slice of Novak to the forehand of center. Backhand Novak. Pie to the backhand of center. Down the line. What a backhand from center. These are the kind of backhands that he was hitting for most of his matches. We weren't seeing a lot of those backhands in the final. We didn't see a lot of those backhands in the ATP Finals final of Turin. I mean, listen, that was a backhand cross court all day. I'm sure Novak even anticipated that. That's a hard shot to hit over the higher part of the net, and that was a really skillful shot. 15-love. Jannik's got the skills. It's a great shot. Serve. Down the T center. Backhand center. Another. I mean, this is just stupid. Goofy backhands from center. This is outrageous level. Some great backhands from center. Novak is going to have to regroup in the second set. Listen, this is the kind of part where Novak fans get a little bit nervous. He got nervous when he played against Rublev in Paris. He got nervous a little bit against Griekspoor, although probably even more so against Rublev. Against Rune a couple times. Novak escaped most of those. He didn't escape against Sinner and Turin. He's going to have to escape again. Novak escaped most. This is another time where you get a little bit nervous. It's a challenge here, by the way, from a Novak shot. That is out, so I believe it's 40-love. 40-love. Challenge from Novak, but it is out on a shot. 40-love. Triple set point for Italy. Center serve out wide. That goes out. Center trying to get his revenge over Novak, and what a sweet revenge it would be. 6-2 set. Did Center win a 6-2 set against Novak? Center didn't win 6-2 set against Novak in any of the sets in his win against him in Turin, but he does here. 6-2 for Jannik Sinner. Stick around for the second set to see if Novak regroups. Man, this is fun to watch. What's up, Ilja? What's up, Leroy? Joko does not have to win. He doesn't have the motivation to win because the motivation is not there, is it? No, Novak has all the motivation. Novak has all the motivation. Novak loves playing for his country. He has all the motivation. He has the motivation to win the Olympics. He considers that an absolutely massive tournament to win for his career. He loves playing for his country. And Davis Cup. He takes playing for his country seriously. Djokovic said if he wins Davis Cup title, this is the greatest season of his career. I don't fully disagree with him. Actually, I'm going to pin the question on the chat. How does 2023 rank for years of Djokovic's career? He's won pretty much everything. He had a little bit of a down period between Dubai and Rome. He had a little bit of a down period between Dubai and Rome. But he still regrouped. He won Roland Garros. He won 4 of the 5 biggest tournaments of the year. He was a set away from the other tournament, Wimbledon. Maybe a swinging volley away from the other tournament, 0-1. So let me know, how does this year rank in Novak's career? He's only lost 5 tournaments this year, and like I said, he's only lost what would it be? 2. He's only lost 1 big tournament that he's entered off of clay courts, which is just that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's go Nole. Let's see how Nole regroups. Nole is going to raise his level. We know that from Nole. Novak is the kind, the GOAT, the number 1. He is, absolutely, yes. But he has motivation to win this, whether he wins or loses. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It doesn't matter that his season ended. Like, he has motivations to win this. I'm not going to be the guy who sits here and says he has no motivation. It's not true. He cares about this match. So let's see if he regroups. It's 6-2 for Jannik. It's 6-2 for Jannik Sinner. King. Yeah. Novak is the king of the year for sure. He's winning everything, and he's deserved it too. He's just always working on everything. Every single aspect, physical, mental, game-wise. Forehand return, backhand Djokovic, backhand center. Forehand Djokovic, the backhand center. That goes out. It's 15-love for Novak. Okay, so as we're starting the second set, Matt, you had a great question in the chat. How many more majors is Medvedev going to win? I'm still excited by Medvedev. I think he's going to have a tougher time physically as he gets a little bit older, and it has been pretty consistently a top player for more and more years at the top of the game, playing the way he has. I don't know if he has the longevity that maybe some of the other players have playing the way he does, because it is so insanely physical and so insanely defensive from the back of the court. And also, more players are going to learn how to play against him. We saw that last year as well. Alcaraz likes playing against him. So Alcaraz might not be the guy he wants to play, although he did prove he can beat him, like at the U.S. Open, which was one of the most amazing, to me, one of the best performances I've seen in the last 2 or 3 years, and to be honest. By the way, great shot from Novak. It's 30-love to start us off here. Novak wants to regroup here. I think we're going to see a different Novak in the second set. That's my prediction. Novak has done this before. I think it's going to be a different Novak. Jannik with a very quick start. I want to look up the last time Novak lost a set as badly as 6-2, by the way. It might have been in Turin or Paris. I just don't remember, to be honest. By the way, first serve is out from Novak. Second serve. But I'll give my prediction for Medvedev majors, because I think that's interesting. Serve from Novak. Serve out wide. There's another serve here. Second serve. Serve down the tee. A lot of lets here. Another serve coming here from Novak. That serve's out. That serve is out. Another serve. Djokovic is not going to lay down easily. No. Serve. Novak kicked. Back in center. Forehand Djokovic. Forehand to center. That's in the net. 40-love. 40-love. 40-love here for Djokovic. 40-love for Djokovic. This is the same start that he had in the first set, though. So he's gonna have to maintain this. He went up 40-love in the first game in the first set too. Serve here from Nole. Serve out wide, back in center. The backhand of Djokovic on the stretch, forehand center. Put away. Novak doesn't even really run for it. 40-15. Novak could be tired. That's not out of the question. Novak's played a lot of tennis between Paris and Turin, and he did already play a match this week. Very straightforward match, but he did play a match. Jannik has also played one match this week. They both won their matches. Like I said earlier, Novak has won 21 straight Davis Cup matches. Last match that he lost was in March of 2009 to Rafa. That was the last match he lost at Davis Cup. That's a good serve down the tee from Novak. It's 1-0. By the way, Novak also lost to Ferrer that same week of March of 2009 in straight sets. He lost to straight sets to Ferrer, then he lost to Rafa. Those are the last times I lost in Davis Cup. 2009. That's insane. That is insane. Carlos Alcaraz was, let me see. Alcaraz was 5 years old the last time that Novak lost at Davis Cup. Alcaraz was 5 years old the last time Novak lost at Davis Cup. By the way, they're replaying some of the highlights of set one. Jannik Sinner's backhand down the line winner off the return to get a double break was insane. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. How do I watch it? Yeah, it's on Tennis Channel. I know that. It is on Tennis Channel. Where are you watching it? Tennis Channel. Hey, what's up, Mike? Good to have you in the chat. Good to have you in the chat. What's up, Mike? Serve out wide. That's a great serve from Jannik. This is the serving we saw from Jannik in the first match they played last week, not so much the second match. This is looking very similar to the Jannik Sinner that we saw in the first match they played, and a slightly lesser version of Novak, which is why the score is what the score is. Very, very good match from Jannik so far. Trying to keep Italy alive. This match is to keep Italy alive. That's what it is. If Novak wins, Serbia is in the final. For the first time in a decade, Serbia will be in the final. They have won one time before, in 2010. This will be their first final since 2013, though. Forehand Novak, the forehand of Sinner, the backhand of Novak, forehand Sinner, the forehand of Novak, cross court, forehand Sinner, down the line. What a rally backhand Novak. The forehand of Sinner, inside is ridiculous rally, drop shot. Sinner, Novak runs for it, backhand put away. No, backhand Sinner's there. Are you kidding me? One of the best rallies of the month from Sinner and Djokovic. Ridiculous hitting corner to corner, line to line. And it is Sinner who reigns supreme. It was a drop shot. Not an incredible drop shot, but it was a good play because Novak was clearly exhausted and well behind the baseline. And it did just enough because Novak, let's see, he waited and Jannik guessed right. And he had the great athleticism, the great hands to push it back down the line. What a rally. Taste of what's to come, maybe, if Novak keeps this level up. It's 30 love. It's 30 love. You gotta love the atmosphere too, cheering on both guys. Sinner is playing really well. Amazing. This is one of the best performances I've seen from Jannik if he keeps it up. If not the best. I mean, this is up there. Up there with the match they had against Novak in the round robin. Forehand, that's in the net from Novak. It's 40 love. It's 40 love here for Jannik Sinner. 40 love for Jannik Sinner. They are 1-1 on hard courts, by the way. This is their third match on hard courts. The other two last week in Turin. 3 matches in 11 days. I don't know if that's ever happened before. That's insane. I really am wondering if that's happened before or if it's unprecedented. That's a good forehand to the backhand of Sinner. Forehand Djokovic. The forehand of Sinner. Backhand Djokovic. The forehand of Sinner. That's pushed wide, or that's pushed long, I should say. Push long. That's pushed long. Hey, what's up, Victor? What's up? Anthony, the sun on your face makes you look touched by a higher power. Saying Anthony of the quality shot. Yeah, I think the all white helps with that as well. I'll try to fix the lighting in it. I'll try to fix the lighting after this game. It's 40:15 here. The sun's all on me. Saint Anthony of quality shot. New nickname. Don't deserve that nickname though. That's a good serve from Jannik. Novak hits the return wide. Let me fix up the lighting real quick so the sun is not blinding me. By the way, 44% of the shots that Novak is hitting is in the very back of the court, well behind the baseline. That's where Novak is hitting 44% of his shots, only 16% for Sinner. Sinner's on top of the baseline. This is what he needs to do. In their last match, Novak played ultra aggressive. It's not what Jannik expected. And listen, this is Jannik's third chance. How fun is this? This is like, listen, this is just a bonus. It's a tennis bonus. You got to enjoy it. It's a tennis bonus. Another chance for Jannik. Another chance for us to enjoy it. St. Anthony. We'll make sure you'll never get rid of this nickname now. All right. Stop that. That can be worse, I guess. That sun's bright, Anthony. Yeah, it is. Sinner win. It's looking like it. I don't know. Because I don't want to count out Novak. Listen, this has happened too many times. But right now, Jannik is playing the better tennis. But I've watched Novak too much, even in the last 3 weeks. to say that Novak can't win this match, because he absolutely can. And it's even looked like he's playing a little bit better start out the second set. It's just Jannik is still playing insane. That serve is out from Novak, second serve. By the way, guys, please don't forget to subscribe Quality Shot Tennis if you're new. It's Anthony Hirsch here with the call for Quality Shot Tennis. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to like the stream if you enjoy it. It really helps out the channel. Don't forget to like. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Ring the notification bell as well to get notified for all the streams. Serve here from the Serb, from Novak. Djokovic with the serve down the tee. Forehand. Djokovic, the backhand slice of center. That sits up, though. Forehand Djokovic, inside in. Yeah, it's a good winner from Djokovic. Center challenges, but that looked in. Center slice sat up a little bit too much. Center can improve the slice. Encore, yeah, exactly. Listen, who's mad at it? Who's mad at Sinner and Djokovic playing a third time? I don't think anyone is. You know, sometimes it's like, oh, I'm getting tired of this. Like Medvedev Zverev earlier in the year when they played, I believe, twice on clay after playing at Indian Wells, we're like, we're seeing this a lot, aren't we? We're seeing this a lot. But like this, I don't think anyone's mad at it. Listen, the last one was a rout. Their final, the last match of the year was a rout. It was incredible because of the performance from Novak. The first match was incredible in every aspect. We want to see another one. Sinner Djokovic, bring it on. Part 3. Forehand Djokovic. Cross court, the forehand is center. That's in the net. Good hold from Novak. I believe he's only lost 1 point on serve in the set so far. 2-1. And Anthony, we trust. That's so funny. That is so funny. And Anthony, we trust. Hey, what's up, Matthew? Hi, everyone. A happy Thanksgiving to Anthony. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, Matthew, as well. Yeah, Thanksgiving was fun for me. I played. I got together with family, had a bit of a dinner, and so that was something that happened. Also, I played disc golf. Has anybody played disc golf, frisbee golf? Shout out disc golf. Frisbee golf is so fun to play. I played that with family yesterday for Thanksgiving. Or I guess for Black Friday, but really as a celebration for Thanksgiving weekend. And disc golf is so fun to play. I was playing that yesterday. So much fun. I love playing that. I want to play that more. I wish they had more frisbee golf courses because that is so fun. It's like golf, but you try to like throw frisbees to get into like these different like metal cylinders hidden all around like a forest, for example. And you like walk trails and like throw frisbee. It's so fun. It's so fun. Dude, Anthony, you might like Ultimate Frisbee. That's hella fun. Yeah, I need to play Ultimate Frisbee a lot. I played that like twice as a kid, but I should play more of it. Ultimate Frisbee is crazy. Yeah, with a team. I've played that heaps. Hell yeah, Juice. Yeah, that's awesome. Every time Anthony hits a backhand winner, the heavens part in a choir of angels descend to court singing in Latin. Maybe. I'll take it. 1-2. Of course they did. Send Italy to serve here. The racket for Italy in this instance is Sinner. Sinner playing for Italy. Djokovic playing for Serbia. 1-2. Sinner serve out wide. That's too good. Sinner is serving amazing so far, by the way. This is really reminiscent of their first match in Turin. By the way, that reminds me. I keep going on like different topics and not quite finishing up on them. I'm gonna look up Djokovic scores. When's the last time he lost a set as one-sided as 6-2? I'm gonna look that up because it's been a while. A lot of the sets he's been losing have been pretty close. Like 6-4 has been the big one. 6-4, 6-3, 7-5, 7-6 even a couple times. Runa and Sinner. That's a forehand in the net. It's 15-all. So last time Djokovic lost a set as badly as 6-2. He didn't do it in Turin. I'm looking at it now. He didn't do it in Turin. In Paris. Did he do it in Paris? Griekspoor beat him 6-4 in a set. But that's as bad as it got. Let me see. I'll look at some of these other ones because I am curious. U.S. Open? No, U.S. Open was very straightforward for the most part. Cincinnati? Not Cincinnati either. Might be hard to find if he has. It's been a long time since Djokovic lost a set that one-sided. It really has. I'm looking at Wimbledon now. All right, 15 off here. Center serve. Serve out wide. Forehand center. What a forehand. Jannik Sinner. Can we give a shout out to Jannik Sinner? How funny he is to watch. This guy hits just bullets off of both sides out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. By the way, it was Wimbledon. Wimbledon final. Carlos beat him 6-1 the third set. That wasn't very one-sided, though. There was a 45-minute game in the middle of that set. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was probably one of the longest games in tennis history. Maybe like 27 minutes or something. Back and cross court to the back in the center. That's in the net. Before that, the last time he lost a set that one-sided, I'd have to look it up. But it would have been a while. It would have been a little while. I might be searching a while, to be honest, for that. $30 here, by the way, big point. $30. Serve out wide. That's a let. Another first serve coming from center. Another first serve coming from center. By the way, Machak beat him 6-3 in Dubai in one score, so that was one of the score lines. But oh, sorry guys, I see scoreboard's not showing up here. Let me get the scoreboard back on here. Forehand cross court. Oh, Novak looking a little bit like physically slow to get to that shot. A little bit strange there. Let me get the scoreboard back on here. Hopefully that's shown up. Hopefully that is showing up. Let me fix that up. All right, cool. 40-30. Game point from center. That's in the net. This is what we wanted from the Tour and ATP Finals final. This is what I wanted from the ATP Finals final. Hopefully that's showing up better. Let me check. All right, cool. Serve down the tee. Forehand Djokovic. Oh, what a return from Novak. No way. Backhand cross court. The back in the center. Forehand Djokovic. Cross court. The forehand of center. Backhand Djokovic. Down the line. What a blazing backhand from the number one in the world. That is Novak Djokovic. Blazing backhand. Blazes through the court. Down the line winner. He set up that point well. It was a good forehand, though. I mean, the way Novak extended into that shot, it's amazing. Novak is still pretty far behind the baseline. That was an incredible. I mean, it's incredible he can hit a backhand like that because Jannik's forehand, Jannik stepped into that forehand. Novak just stepped in even more. And it's deuce. Tight service game here for Jannik. We'll see how he responds. Deuce. Serve out wide. Forehand. The backhand of center. Forehand Djokovic. The forehand of center. That's big to the backhand of Djokovic on the defense. Backhand center. The forehand of Djokovic. Forehand center. The forehand of Djokovic. Forehand center. The backhand of Novak. Backhand center. Backhand of Djokovic. Backhand center again. That goes out. Djokovic fist bumps. Listen, he wants it. He's asking for the crowd to stand up. His box to stand up. He's asking for the fans to get up. If you're a Novak fan, you're on stream, get up. Novak wants you to get up. It's advantage. Novak trying to do one last push. It's been a long season. I mean, he only played 12 events. It's less than usual, but he went deep in every event he played. And he pretty much won every event he played. It's been a long season. He's looking to have one more push here at Davis Cup. This tournament means a lot. It's advantage here at 1-2. It doesn't have any points to it. We know that, but it means a lot. First serve in the net. They've played this for over 100 years. All legends of the sport have played this tournament. Novak has cared about this tournament since he was a kid. He wants to win it for his country. That's a double fault from center. He goes for a big second serve. It's 3-1 for Novak. Big roar from Novak, even though it was a double fault. But listen, he worked to get that game. Big roar from Novak. He's still screaming about it. He's excited to get that game, though. It's 3-1. Wow. Come on, Nole. All right, Novak picked up, Gene. Novak picked up. Nole equals lone equals 1. It's the definition of go. Yeah, we know this. Yeah. I mean, listen, he's got all the big stats. Novak is up there. Novak's there. He's at the pinnacle. But Jannik, a man by the name of Jannik Sinner is testing him right now. He's at the pinnacle, but even goats can be tested. It's 3-1 here in the second set. I expect Jannik to respond as well. I said I expect Novak to respond the second set. I highly expect Jannik to respond here as well and to at least give himself a chance to break. I don't know if he'll break back in the set, but I expect him to give himself a chance to break. Absolutely. He's playing too well at the moment. No way. St. Anthony. I think that one's stuck. Forehand center. The forehand of Djokovic. Backhand center. The backhand of Djokovic. Down the line. What a shot. Forehand squash shot from Jannik. The forehand of Djokovic. Forehand down the line. These rallies are absurd. I mean, come on. Forehand Djokovic. This is what you love about Davis Cup. Djokovic roars again. These are the kind of rallies you get from Davis Cup. With both guys playing for their countries. If you don't think these players care, I mean, these rallies are absurd right now. It looks like you're watching tennis elbow. We're watching tennis elbow, Sinner Djokovic. Sinner Djokovic tennis elbow edition. The level's really high at the moment. So, hoping that they keep it up. St. Anthony, do you like players like Sinner? I do. I love the big hitting guys. And I love guys that like, it's not always obvious that they're like super talented guys, but they have it. It's all right there, pretty much under the surface. Sinner and Ruud are two of my favorite players for that reason. I especially Sinner. I mean, Sinner is just like, he's pretty unassuming, but then he'll just hit like some of the most insane shots. Just like that forehand cross court on the return. Backhand Sinner, gun cross court, that's in the net though. Novak's raised a little bit. Sinner's lowered a little bit. They're both still play at an extremely high level. These are the best two players in the world at the moment. But it's just enough for Novak to have 3 game points to go up 4-1. We're 1 minute away from an hour's play here. It feels like it's been more than an hour. But it was a pretty straightforward first set. It's been a pretty straightforward second set, I guess, in some ways for Novak. 40 love so far. First serve's wide. Second serve. A lot of close games, though. Both sets are pretty misleading, the scores. Because the block close game, serve and volley, that's back and goes out. Novak's going to love that, by the way, getting into Sinner's head, saying, hey, I can serve and volley as well. It seems to have already gone in Sinner's head. He tried to hit a backhand pass there. When a guy's serving and volleying, unless you have a really good passing shot lined up, you don't really want to usually go for a passing shot. Sinner pretty much went for a passing shot. It's 4-1. It's 4-1. Nole is the master of problem solving. Absolutely. The guy is a genius. No, Djokovic is a genius. There's no ins or outs about it. The guy is so smart at the game. Absolutely. Probably all of the big four are like genius level IQs to figure out guys so many times, even when they're behind in the scoreboard. I mean, listen, they're alone out there. Tennis in a big way is a mental game, a thinking game. But yeah, Novak's a master of problem solving. AI versus AI right now. It's insane. The level is crazy. Sinner's forehands like music. I wish I could hit that with that harmony of grace and power. So fluid. Yeah. I mean, listen, his steps, his athleticism, the little steps he takes to get around the ball just keeps generating more and more pace, moving more and more into the court. That's what I felt like he was missing in the final. He was like, it felt like he was being pushed back by Novak. There was very little he could do when Novak was playing that well, but I feel like Jannik has figured out what he needs to do. He's improved on the serve. It's not being read as easily by Novak. He's reading Novak's serve a lot better, which is even more important. Because, like I said, Novak was acing Sinner 28% of the time he was going to the line, which is just unbelievable. Like, even a guy like Hurkacz or Isner doesn't get that kind of numbers. So, I mean, maybe in his heyday, Isner would occasionally get a number like that, but against an elite returner like Jannik, it's just unacceptable. So, it's Jannik stepped up. It's love 15, though. Forehand the net. Jannik's got to stay close here, even for momentum going into the third set. Left 15. Third set would be fun. Like I said, this is one of the final real blockbusters of 2023. Kind of a cherry on top. If not the last one. I mean, who knows? Djokovic, de Minaur tomorrow. If Djokovic wins, I don't know if he'll have a close one against de Minaur. Same thing for Sinner, by the way. Both these guys. I feel bad for de Minaur because de Minaur doesn't like playing either of these guys. I remember in 2019, Sinner destroyed de Minaur in the final Next Gen Finals. And then obviously Sinner beat de Minaur to win his first Masters in Canada. 15 all, hour of 2 minutes played, by the way. Serve Jannik. Out wide, that goes wide though. Second serve from Jannik. The backhand of Djokovic. Backhand Sinner. The forehand of Djokovic. Cross court. Forehand Sinner. The forehand of Djokovic. That's big. The forehand of Jannik. Forehand Djokovic. The backhand of Sinner. Backhand drop shot. Djokovic. Ooh, that's in the net. 30-15. Sinner's at least staying close. Sinner's at least staying close. Italy versus Serbia. If Novak wins this match, Serbia gets to the final. That's also at stake. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. By the way, guys, don't forget to subscribe Quality Shot Tennis if you are new. We live streamed every single match of the Tour and ATP finals. We stream tournaments all year round. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. It's Anthony here for Quality Shot. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Center here at 30-15. Serve out wide. That's good serve from Jannik. It's 40-15. And don't forget to like the stream as well if you're enjoying it. The world must be round. There's no sun here. Yeah, that's crazy. Good point from Sean. Read 5 setters. That's why 5 sets is so important. I feel 3 sets is so short. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We need 5 sets. Tennis needs 5 sets. I will stand by that to the end. I don't even want it to be an option to take away 5 sets. I don't want it to even be an option. There are things from 5 sets you just don't get from 3 setters. Particularly on average, you don't get for 3 setters, but pretty much period. Almost entirely you don't get from 5 setters, if not entirely. And listen, the matches that mean the most to players are usually the 5-set epics. They mean a lot to the players as well. And it brings out the best of tennis, the physical, mental side of tennis that is like so difficult. You get that from 5 sets. And I think tennis is one of the most challenging sports there is. And you see that in the 5-set matches. We wouldn't have epics like Djokovic, Alcaraz, Wimbledon. We wouldn't have epics like Djokovic, Nadal, Wimbledon 2018. We wouldn't have epics like Federer, Nadal, Wimbledon 2008. We wouldn't have epics like Sinner, Alcaraz, US Open last year. Like Murray, Del Potro, Davis Cup 7 years ago. Like so many epics. Nadal, Verdasco, Australian Open. There's so many epics we wouldn't have. Djokovic, Wawrinka, 2013 Australian Open, round 16. That wasn't a final, but why was it so exciting? Because it went 5 sets. Because you had that build up, and then the 5th set was the highest level of the match. That's what you have. We need 5 sets. It's not even an option. It's not an option. Forget about it. Keep it. It's here to stay. I almost wish we had extended 5th sets, but that is what it is. But 5th sets, they got to stay. Sinner holds, by the way. It's 4-2. Easy forehand winner for Sinner. Novak at the line to serve at 4-2. Olympics definitely needs best of 5. Yeah, used to have at Davis Cup. Olympics would be great with 5 sets. A lot of people will take it a lot more seriously. That would be really good. Even if Masters Series tournaments don't have 5 sets, I would love the final of Masters tournaments to have 5 sets. That's what they used to have. And I think that's a good way of doing it. At least the final. You still have some classic Masters finals anyway with 3 sets. Djokovic, Alcaraz this year comes to mind for one. There are a few others you can name. But the majors needs 5 sets. Djokovic serve here. Serve. The center forehand Novak. The forehand of Sinner, backhand Novak. The backhand of Sinner, backhand Novak. The backhand of Sinner. That's a good redirect. Inside out, forehand Sinner. The backhand of Djokovic, backhand Sinner, cross court, backhand slice of Novak. Forehand Sinner, drop shot. Ooh, Novak runs. Oh, he almost got there. That's good wheels from Novak, but it's 15-all at 4-2. 15-all at 4-2. It feels like it's getting fun now. Loving it. I feel the energy picking up here. It's 15-all. Best of 7, bring it on. Best of 7? I'm fine with best of 5. But best of 7, if somebody wants to play an exhibition best of 7, I'm all for it. Maybe that would have been best like during COVID when players weren't playing very much, but I feel like whoever plays the best of 7 match is going to be tired for the rest of the season. But if anybody's willing to do that, I will watch. But at least best of 5. Best of 7 is insane. Best of 7 extended set every single set. Extended 7th set. That would be crazy. Anyway, that's good serve here from Novak down the tee, 30-15. 5 sets for all finals for men and women. Yeah, I mean, that could be interesting. I mean, it depends a lot on what the WTA would want to do, what the women's players want to do. I think it would be great. 30-15 here, 4-2. Serve here from Nole. Serve down the tee. That goes out. Second serve. Second serve. So it'd be a big point here for Jannik to at least stay close. Big difference between 4-2, 40-15, and 4-2, 30-all. At least in the set. Serve Novak. Kick serve. That's not a great serve. Very central. Backhand. Cross court to the backhand of center. Backhand Djokovic. The backhand of center. The forehand of Djokovic. Oh, what a redirect from Novak. That's a Novak Djokovic shot. Listen, Djokovic probably won't usually have the best shot of the day, although he has hit some really great shots throughout the course of his career that that are replaying in my mind pretty heavily, especially some great stretch backhands on the stretch. But he's not usually the guy who hit the best shot of the day, but he is the guy who will consistently amaze you shot after shot the way he breaks down his opponents. And that was a Novak Djokovic shot. Just a little bit too good. And too good for Jannik, who's going the other way. And it's very skillful to play the way he does. Very good shot there from Novak off the forehand. The forehand is just so good at the moment. It's almost a joke. Backhand center. Backhand of Novak, 364. Ooh, what a backhand volley from Jannik moving forward. What did somebody say in the chat? AI versus AI. The level right now is AI tennis. It's crazy. It's crazy. Best of 9 was 7. Okay. I haven't seen Star Trek. I'm a sci-fi nerd. I haven't seen Star Trek, which is unfortunate. That's the one thing that's kind of missing from my sci-fi catalog. Never really gotten into it. Want to see WTA finals come on now. Want to see WTA 5-set finals come on now. It's the 21st century. I think WTA is killing it with 3 sets anyway, but I'm down for 5 sets. I'm down for 5 sets WTA. Personally. And some women's players have spoken that they want to see it as well. Backhand, down the middle to the forehand of Djokovic. Forehand center. The forehand of Djokovic. Backhand center. The backhand of Djokovic. That's in the net. It's deuce. What did I say? What did I say? Jannik wants to stay close in this game. He gets it back to deuce. Hey, thank you, Steph, down for the 5. I appreciate you. Thank you for the dono. Steph, you legend. That's it. Saying again, maybe someone from the Olympics committee sees this. Olympic tennis needs best of 5 matches. Also, your grace is enviable. St. Anthony. St. Anthony's. I feel like that's a nickname going into 2024. It's one of the last streams I do for 2023. I feel like I'm stuck with it now due to the to that moment. I'll take it. There's worse. I'll probably get a worse nickname down the road. It's fine. It's all funny. Thank you, Steph, down for the 5. I appreciate you a lot. And yeah, Olympics 5 sets would be great. Absolutely. And listen, if you want, because a lot of the people who run Olympic tennis are more like they understand other sports. It's a little bit awkward right now, the transition from tennis into Olympics as well. It would only do good for the prestige that people give to the Olympics if it is 5 sets. I think that would be great. They experimented with having extended sets, but in like a 3rd set. But I think 5 sets would be great. I do believe that. I agree with you. Serve down the tee. That is called out. There's going to be a challenge here. It's going to be a challenge. By the way, Novak has won 40 Davis Cup matches in his career. Sinner has won 7. That is in. It's a good serve. It's going to be a replay, or is that his point? His point, right? Yeah. Novak holds. That could have gotten complicated. Novak with a couple great points at 4-2 deuce. Lajovic, by the way, Dusan Lajovic, the guy who defeated Novak earlier this year, cheering Novak on in the crowd. That's what you love about Davis Cup too. You have opponents, usually opponents, cheering each other on. They're united by nation. They're united because they play for the same country, which is really cool. Dusan Lajovic beat him at the what was it? What was it called? Banja Luka. 5-set WTA matches means one more bagel from Swiatek for most. Iga's matches wouldn't go to 5 anyway. Can you imagine an Iga Swiatek match? Dude, that would be amazing. Iga Swiatek 5 sets versus Rybakina. Or, I don't know, Ostapenko. Give Swiatek more time to give Swiatek a better chance to beat Ostapenko. But in all seriousness, Swiatek, a 5-set match with Swiatek would be absolute gold. That would be crazy. Swiatek versus Osaka. Can you imagine Swiatek versus Osaka? 5 sets is a mental match, a mental thing as much or more than a physical thing. The top 10 women could all do it. Yeah, I think so. I personally think so. And I think it would be great. I think it would be really good for the women's sport if that is the move. But yeah. By the way, both guys have ridiculous records on the season. Like ridiculous. Both guys have won. Sinner's won over 80% of the matches that he's played in his career. Djokovic in his career, not quite that good, but Sinner has won over 80% of the matches he's played this year. Djokovic has won over 90%, which is an absurd number. Djokovic's average win percentage in his career is the highest of any man, but it's 83%. He's won, I think, 91% of matches he's played this year, which is just crazy. One of those losses was to Jannik last week in Turin, obviously, in a third set tiebreaker. And his record on the season so far is 56-6 on the season. Jannik backhand cross court, that's in the net, 15-all. It's 56-6. Jannik's record on the season so far, 62-14. So Jannik's won more matches, but he's also lost 7 more matches. But both have ridiculous records. Then the woman will want more pay than men to play 5-setter. Nah, I mean, listen, it'll be equal pay, but it would be great. It'll be equal pay, but that's what we want to see. And if the woman's tennis wants to do that, I think it's good juice. I think it would only be good entertainment-wise. Osaka will definitely give Swiatek a run for her bagels. That's true. Osaka Swiatek would be crazy. We saw that in the final of Miami, I'd like to say, last year. But I want to see a tight final between the two, because that was not tight. Yeah, Swiatek won like 60 matches in a row. That was part of that. By the way, Novak is now, listen, the first set, this is funny. The first set of the match looked like the first match they played last week. The second set of the match looks like the second match they played last week. What is the third set going to look like? Now we're in the third match. The third set is going to be the big thing, right? Because why do I say that? Well, Novak has served insane this set. Jannik served insane in the first set. And Jannik was being the aggressive one in the first set. Novak's being the aggressive one in the second set. There's a lot more to it than that, a lot more complex. But Novak is really stepping into the ball a lot more here. Serve, backhand hits the top of the tape and goes back on the side. It's 15-40 for Novak, double set point. By the way, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Quality Shot Tennis if you're new. It's Anthony Hirsch here. Call it for Quality Shot Tennis. Be here for the third set. I'm here till the last point. We're going to have a fun time. We have fun with the deciding sets. Listen, when I called Sinner Djokovic the round robin match in Turin, that was one of my favorite streams I've done by far. We're going to have a good time this third set. Novak trying to clinch the tie for Serbia, take on Australia in the finale, in the final. That back in return goes long from Novak. Novak disappointed by it as well, 30-40. Definitely a backhand he should have made in court. But yeah, we'll be here until the last point of this third set. It's going to be fun. Stick around. 5 setters with no deuce. That would be crazy. No lets is something I want them to experiment with. To make it shorter, taking away lets, that's how college tennis does it. I don't think it's terrible. A terrible idea. A lot of people are on board with it too. Tennis commentators I've heard talk about it as well. If you're talking about speeding up play, that's a way to do it. Backhand, cross court. Also a lot of controversy as well. Backhand slice into the net. A couple of bad backhands from Novak. Remember that if this gets any tighter. It is still only one break, right? Yeah, it's only one break here. Still only one break. 2 set points saved here for Jannik Sinner. Does Novak finish this off? When Osaka was on, she was so effortless. Yeah, that's a good word to use. And even I would say alluring to watch. Very good word to use as well. I love the language. Just step down. Hopefully she will return strong. Fully agree. Such a top tier level of play, especially on hard courts. That's another backhand goes long from Novak. Sinner gets to advantage. 3 backhand errors from Novak. To be fair, very good serve from Sinner. That was not really a poor mistake from Novak. It was his 3rd backhand error in a row. Advantage here for Jannik to stay in the set. We'll see if those backhand errors play on Novak's mind if Jannik holds. Serve out wide, backhand. Or that's a let. Another serve coming here from Jannik. First serve is a let. A lot of lets in this match so far. Serve here from Sinner. Kick serve, backhand Novak. The forehand of Sinner, forehand Novak. The backhand of Sinner, that goes long. It's deuce. We're back to deuce. We're back to deuce. Does Jannik escape this game? What's up, Tomislav? See what happens. See what happens. Yeah, it was 40-15 for Novak. Jannik saved 2 set points. Deuce, you're at 2-5. Serve out wide, forehand center. The backhand of Djokovic, backhand center. That's in the net. Center is going to not like that backhand error. A couple backhand errors from either side here, and it's Novak Djokovic with 1 point. Just 1 point. Listen, Novak, all these guys play a lot of points throughout their career. Some points are not equal to others. This point is not equal to others. 1 point away from taking the second set and pushing it to 3 sets. Their second 3-set match in 11 days. Potentially, if Novak wins this point. Jannik with the serve. See what Jannik can do. First serve in the net. Jannik is still playing really well, by the way. It's just Novak is really lifted. I would say that. I don't think Jannik's playing that badly. He's making a few too many first serves in the net, though. That's a forehand. It goes out, inside out. It's going to be a challenge from Jannik. Novak fist bumps. We're going 3 sets. Big fist bump from Novak. He's excited about it. Wow, 6-2 in either direction. This is not like the 3-set match in Turin, by the way. That is out from Sinner on the challenge replay. Stick around for the end of this 3rd set, guys. It's going to be fun. Anthony here with the call for Quality Shot Tennis. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the call. What's up, Mila? We got a lot of Novak fans in here. Nole trying to make Serbia proud. We got a lot of Serbians in here as well. We doubt him at our own peril. He is the unquestioned GOAT. I was gonna say earlier in the set. I was gonna say that Jannik. I was gonna say, okay, maybe Jannik wins this match, but then I caught myself. I was like, it's Djokovic. It's Djokovic. I was like, okay, well, let me wait. And now I've waited. I feel like I've waited long enough. I'm like, okay. We'll see what happens in this 3rd set. I'm not discounting Jannik. I did say Jannik would create more chances for himself. I feel like I was pretty on the money with that. Jannik did create more chances. Both sets were closer than 6-2. Can we talk about that? There were a lot of deuce games throughout both sets. That wasn't like, okay, really one-sided Jannik or anything in the first set. It wasn't crazy one-sided. It was very one-sided for a set played against Novak Djokovic. Probably one of the shortest sets that Djokovic has played in a long time, if not the whole year. That Sinner won in the first set, but still, it was still pretty many deuce games. Second set was definitely not super one-sided Djokovic. A lot of tight games. So even though it was 6-2 sets, I wouldn't say it was super close. Hey, what's up? Step down, you legend in the chat. What's up? Thank you for calling the membership. For gifting the membership. Let me know if you got it. And Acer, your channel and call are great, but you're behind your scoreboard. Yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully you can listen in. The scoreboard is a little bit ahead. I do not know what's going to happen, though, ahead of time. I am just watching the screen. I am watching this live, but the scoreboard is probably ahead wherever it is, about 15 seconds or something like that. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the call anyway. While every stat tells the same story, Novak is undeniable. Yeah, let me look at the stats real quick, actually, while I have the chance before they start off this 3rd set. Let me look at the stats. Let me see here. Match stats. So I got set 2 stats. Let me look at match stats going into this 3rd set. Really similar. Really similar. Novak doing a little bit better on second serve points, but just barely. I mean, not really a lot. 9 for 19 and 10 for 18, isn't it? That's a difference of like 1 point, 2 points. Do they have winners to errors? Winners to errors. Wow. Okay, a lot more winners for Sinner, but a lot more errors as well. So Sinner's got to crank down on the errors. That's kind of the main thing I see here. Sinner's got to crank down the errors, especially in that second set, because real quick before we get into this, how many errors were in the second set? Yeah, 6 winners, 11 errors in that second set. So Sinner's got to go down on the errors a little bit. Sinner forehand, the backhand of Novak. Backhand Sinner, the backhand of Novak. Forehand Sinner, that's in the net. This is the ultimate tiebreaker. This is the ultimate tiebreaker. This is what we have. It's the ultimate tiebreaker because we had 1-1 in Turin. Sinner won the first one, epic. 3rd set tiebreaker. Novak played amazing. Sinner played absolutely out of his mind. Sinner got the win in a 3rd set tiebreaker, took out the tiebreak king in a 3rd set tiebreak pretty handedly. Then the second match was 6-3, 6-3 for Novak. This is the 3rd time they're playing in their careers on hard courts. 3rd time they're playing in 11 days. It's a 3rd set. 1 set to decide it all. It's a pretty big set for momentum going into next year. Not just for Sinner, but for Alcaraz too, being like, we can beat you, Novak. Like, I know you're still the top dog. Novak's still the top dog no matter what. It doesn't matter if Sinner wins this. Novak's top dog. But in my opinion, you might have different opinion. But in my opinion, Novak is top dog. But either way, it's big for momentum going into next year. That goes just out from Sinner, by the way, 30 love. By the way, Novak has served first every single set. That's pretty unique. That's pretty rare. Novak has served first every single set. Sinner, 17 wins, 7 losses. Anthony, what is that? What is that stat? 17 wins, 7 losses. What is that stat, Gene? This year? In 3 sets? I guess that's 3 sets. The year 2023, GG. Yeah, 2023 was fantastic. I kind of called it before the year started. I was like, listen, this is going to be a year. I thought Rafa was going to be in the mix as well, so I was wrong about that. But still, all the other, I was thinking we're going to have a lot of fun rivalries. Novak, Carlos, Sinner, they're going to step up to Novak and have a few good wins. I was right about that. I didn't think Novak would dominate to this extent, though. That is a shock to me and probably shouldn't be a shock. Now going into the next year, I'm like, it's up to Novak. It's up to Novak. How long can Novak go? Novak's going to keep winning. It's up to Novak. So we'll see. So we'll see what happens. 40 love. Every single set, I started the exact same way. It's unbelievable. Every single set, Novak served first and gone to 40 love. In the last 2 sets, Novak held at 15. So we'll see if that pattern continues. Every single set, also 6-2 in either direction. Back in, on the baseline, back in. That's in the net. Okay, this one, Novak holds at love. 1-0. 1-0. Like I said earlier, Jannik is 62-14 on the season, by the way. His win percentage is only getting better. Last year, he was very consistent, in my opinion, but he was losing at the quarterfinal stage of almost every single tournament. He lost to Alexander Zverev in Monte Carlo, 8-6 in the third set tiebreak. He lost to, who else did he lose to? He lost to Alcaraz in one of the all-time matches at the U.S. Open last year in the quarterfinals. In a 5th set, he lost to Djokovic in 5 sets at Wimbledon, which is the infamous match. That's going to remain infamous. Listen, all these matches of GOAT versus youngster, listen, if everything is okay, if everything goes as planned, Jannik Sinner, we're going to be watching him for the next 15 years. So all these matches, the more matches they can play against Novak, one of the all-time greats, is going to be the next era versus this era. And these are all going to go down as famous matches. The Wimbledon match, that one especially, is going to go down as a very famous match. Novak coming back from 2 sets love down against Sinner, especially if Jannik goes on to win Wimbledon a couple times, which is very plausible, I think. 15 love. But we got to appreciate every single one we get. Tennis changes quick. You never know. This time last year, Jannik Sinner and Daniil Medvedev were outside the top 10 in the world. Tennis changes quick. You got to appreciate the matches we get to see between these young guys and Novak. It's 30 love. 30 love, 30 love. GG, great minds think alike. I just said the same thing about opening on serve. Yeah. Great minds, Gary. Appreciate you being in here. See what else we got going on here. Thomas Lovren for Novak. Loved it. Love it. Sanel in here also for Novak. Love it. Jesus, I didn't know about Woz's rheumatoid arthritis. That sucks. Yeah. All the best wishes to Wozniacki. Yeah, it's sad. It was so good to see her back at the U.S. Open. So sad to see her struggling now. Go away, Novak, blah, blah, get lost in it. I mean, bring the energy, though. I love the energy. We got Sinner fans. We got Novak fans. Whoever you're rooting for. I love the energy. Root your guy on. Hit the like. That's it, Juice Lava. Don't forget to hit the like if you're enjoying it. It really does help the channel a lot. So don't forget to like if you're watching. Don't forget to subscribe. All that YouTube stuff. Let's enjoy this third set. It's Italy. Jannik serving at 40-15. Daniel Collins also has RA. Didn't know that either. Yeah, all the best wishes to both of them. It's 40-15. Jannik with the serve. That goes wide. Second serve here. For Jannik to go 1-1. Jannik, serve out wide. Is that in? No, it's a double fault, 40-30. Jannik goes for a big serve again, another double fault. Seems like a little bit of a strategy for Jannik to go big on the second serve. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. Jannik was barely winning points on second serve in his last match against Novak, let alone first serve. So Jannik is going big on the serve. That's clearly a strategy. And by the way, Jannik is very strategy-minded. He thinks about the strategy a lot. Serve. Jannik out wide. That goes long. Second serve from center. Second serve from Jannik center. Kick serve. Backhand Djokovic. The backhand of center. Oh, that's in the net. Deuce. We got a deuce game here. We got a deuce game. We got deuce. 0-1. This is the Sinner Djokovic match we wanted, though, right? Get lost, Sinner. Yeah, I mean, listen, we got a lot of loud Novak fans in the chat. We got Sinner fans. I hear Tsitsipas also battling chronic case of dozenosis. Keep remembering it goes. Yeah, that's crazy. It goes. That's crazy. Do his first serve in the net from Jannik. Second serve. Tsitsipas is struggling with something. We know that. Second serve, Jannik. The backhand of Djokovic. Forehand, Jannik. The forehand of Djokovic, backhand center. The backhand of Djokovic, backhand center. On the great athleticism there, kind of open stance with the backhand center. Back to the forehand of Djokovic, cross court, forehand center, down the line. What a shot, backhand, that's going to go in. What a defense from Novak. Forehand, that's put away though. Not giving Novak another chance into that point. It's advantage. Crowd's excited about it too. Listen, Novak's on 21 consecutive Davis Cup matches. But Jannik's looking to break that streak. Last time Novak lost in Davis Cup was to Rafa Nadal, and it was in March of 2009. If you're a Jannik Sinner fan, it hurts to hear that. Chat knows I'm a Jannik Sinner, a bit of a Sinner fan as well. I do like both guys, though. But that hurts to hear. But I think that Sinner has a chance. Djokovic is the big favorite, though. You have to say, after their final. And after that second set. Sinner looking to hold here, though. Game point. Serve down the tee, forehand Djokovic. That's a good shot. Forehand Djokovic. That's a big forehand. I mean, Djokovic is attacking. Forehand Djokovic. How many? It's the ways that Djokovic can play, right? It's you watch Djokovic play, and he has so many ways of just crafting his game that I've never seen any other player have. He can play aggressive. He can play defensive. He can do so many things in every part of the court. He's always improving. And just his athleticism, moving all over the court. He can hit so many different types of shots. It's ridiculous. It's so crazy. Novak is the closest thing to perfection we've seen on a tennis court. And it's mind-boggling to watch and to think this guy isn't a machine. He's a human. He's not a machine. He's just a person that's forced himself to work to the utmost limit to get to where Rafa and Roger are at, that has faced so many challenges in his career. Novak was never supposed to be the greatest player of all time. Early in his career, he was the joker. He was the jokester. He was the guy who was always number 3 to Rafa and Roger. He's the guy who grew up in a war-torn country. He's faced so many challenges throughout his life, throughout his career. It's never supposed to be this way. He fought hard, and it's just amazing to watch Novak the way he plays. It really is crazy. So shout out to Novak. Backhand center, the forehand of Djokovic, forehand center. The forehand of Djokovic, cross court, forehand center. The backhand of Djokovic, backhand center. The forehand of Djokovic, forehand center. Forehand of Djokovic, forehand center. Oh, what a shot from Jannik. That's a Jannik center forehand. Let's go, Jannik. It's advantage at 0-1. Advantage at 0-1. Both guys playing crazy now. We want to see this get tight. What a forehand strike from Jannik. Idman Nole, okay. Come on, Nole, Gene. We got Novak fans in the chat. Nole got 7 of the last 9 games. That's a good stat. 6-2 in either direction. Listen, Turin, it was like 5-7, 6-7, 7-6, I think. Or 7-5, 6-7, 7-6. Which is really a crazy scoreline because Novak was up 40 love at 5-5. And Jannik played an exceptional return game to break Novak. Pretty much perfect. Serve out wide, backhand Novak. The backhand of center. Forehand Novak. The forehand of Sinner. That goes out. What a match we're watching right now. This is a fantastic match. Deuce. 3 sets. Yes, absolutely. GG. Yep. So Tomislav Nole is a student of the game, steadily improving his weaknesses till now where he has none. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Novak has no weaknesses now, which is crazy. His serve is as good as, like, his serve. Am I crazy to say his serve performance against Jannik at the final tour and ATP finals was one of the best serve performances all year of anybody? Like, his serve is so good now. Forehand drop shot. That's a good shot from Sinner, by the way. He gets the advantage. Just a quick thing on Novak. For him to ace Sinner, one of the best returners on the tour, arguably the second best returner on the tour after Novak. You'd have to put Carlos in the conversation. Obviously, Rafa when he comes back to the tour. Medvedev is a very good returner as well. But one of the best returners on tour, absolute elite level. For him to ace him 28% of the time when he steps to the line the last time they played. Absolutely amazing. Big serve out wide. Half volley, that's in the net from Sinner. He hits the half volley a little bit late. It's deuce. We got a long deuce game here. This could be a big thing for this match. It's nerves. It's nerves. Sometimes you watch Novak, it feels like he's got a bubble around him. He can't lose. Doesn't feel like that because guess what? He lost to Sinner last week. Sinner's proven that at this current moment in time, he can beat him. That adds some nerves. In the finals, Sinner didn't really show up to his best. He's shown up to his best today. We'll see how Novak responds to that. He's responded well so far. That's a serve down, an ace down the tee, advantage. By the way, guys, don't forget to subscribe, Quality Shot Tennis, if you are new. It's one of the last blockbuster matches that we have of the 2023 season. We're here all year round. We did every single match of Turin. We're here all year round for the biggest events, also for just all year round. So don't forget to sub if you are new, and don't forget to like if you're enjoying it. It's advantage for Italy in an hour and 35 minutes. Sinner trying to hold here. Big difference between 1-1 and 2-0. Sinner with a forehand. No, he hits it long. Jannik had the forehand there, inside in all day. If Jannik gets broken, remember that shot. It's deuce. Jannik gets broken, remember that shot. It's deuce. Had step out, was eating Thanksgiving leftovers. We'll finish them tonight. All right, Matt, no problem. Good to have you in here. Slavko Nole. Big Nole fan. So I think that's Serbian. Sorry, I don't know Serbian, but yeah, we got a lot of Serbian fans. We got a lot of Novak. GG, young Novak won me over almost immediately. Climbing May 2011 has to be one of the best in history. Crashing the football party in the premier. Absolutely. Thank you for the comment. That brings up a really good topic to talk about. Forehand Djokovic. That's in the net. Djokovic going to be super frustrated. That was an easy return. I don't like to say easy a lot, but that was an easy return. Hit into the top of the net from Novak. Advantage. But listen, these guys are playing with small margins. They know they have to do that when they're playing against the other guy. Sometimes you watch tennis and it looks so easy. Well, guess what? They're hitting close to the lines. They're hitting just above the net. They're responding perfectly to whatever shot comes at them, slice, whatever, for 3 hours of play. It's not easy. These guys are playing with the smallest of margins to win this match. Novak went for maybe a little bit too much, but he went for a shot just over the net. Hits the top of the net. Kick serve, backhand Sinner, the forehand of Djokovic. Forehand Sinner, the forehand of Djokovic. Forehand Sinner, the backhand of Djokovic. That's a big one to the forehand of Sinner. What a rally. Forehand Djokovic, the pace is ridiculous from both. Bigger forehand from Sinner. Extends into a terrible drop shot, though. Forehand put away from Novak. Sinner played a perfect point until the drop shot. Novak asking for the crowd to get up. Listen, Novak hit a big forehand. Sinner stepped up, hit a bigger forehand. Then Sinner just let his foot off the pedal. Terrible drop shot there. He just completely mishit it. Too much air on it. And Novak with an easy all day forehand put away. Deuce. We got deuce. By the way, we got over 300 people watching on the stream. Appreciate everybody who's joining in. Thank you. You watching right now for joining in. A lot of fun watching a tennis match at the same time. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. It's a lot of fun to call. It's Sinner at the line to serve. He's not making a lot of first serves. I'm going to look at the first serve percentage. It's really going down now. Backhand Sinner. The backhand of Djokovic. Backhand Sinner sliced. The forehand of Djokovic. Cross court forehand Sinner. That goes out. It's a break point for Djokovic. If I'm not mistaken, it's his first of the game. We've had a lot of advantage Sinners. Sinner had a forehand to put it away. Djokovic hit a forehand on the in the service boxes. And Sinner had an easy forehand winner, hits it long, completely overhits it. Now it's a break point for Djokovic. Yeah, break point number 1. Break point for Novak. Yeah, Novak doing well now, Juice. Sinner at the line to serve. Sinner serve. Serve out wide. That's a great serve from Jannik. Sinner steps up when he needs to. That's why they both remind me of each other. They're just ice cold. They know when to step up, when to peak, when to apply pressure. One of the other guys who's the best in the world right now, Alcaraz, it's probably something he can improve on a little bit. Knowing when to really peak his game. Jannik has perfected it. He knows when to step up, when to apply pressure. He did it right there. Deuce. Deuce, deuce, deuce. Vamos, Giovanni. Okay, who you got here? Let me know. Thank you for joining in. We got a big stream. We got over 350 people on stream. Another big serve from Jannik down the tee. This was gonna be a tight 3 sets all day, wasn't it? We had 6-2 in either direction. We want to see a 7-6. We want to see a round robin-esque match here. A lot of fun. Advantage here for Sinner. That's a big serve down the tee. Are you kidding me? Jannik saves a break point. He gets it done. Listen, that would have felt like game, set, and match in some sort of way, because that would have been tough to regroup from if you're Jannik Sinner, but he gets the hold. It's 1-1. We got a third set to play out here. Irmanole, Jannik gets it though. Wasn't it 2 straight sets last Sunday? 2 straight sets last Sunday, Dakota. But in the round robin, they played. In the round robin, they played a 3-set epic, one of the matches of the year, you could say, because Novak played amazing, but Jannik just played out of his head. It's 1-1. It is 1-1. Backhand Jannik. That goes out. 15 love. Is this live? Are you sure? I'm watching it live. The scoreboard is a little bit ahead. I think it's ahead by about 15 seconds. So apologies for that. Where I'm watching it is live. I'm not looking at the scoreboard that's showing up on stream, so I don't know what's going to happen next. It is ever so slightly behind, but hopefully you guys are enjoying the call anyway. It is just a little bit behind. No problem, Dakota. Third meeting in 11 days. Third meeting in 11 days, yes. It is 30 love for Novak here. Serbia versus Italy, playing in Malaga. It is 30 love. Listen, I wanted this to be a timeout. That's what I was waiting for in the final. This deserves to be the kind of last cherry on top for the 2023 season. We've had a great season. We had a great season of so many good matches. So many good matches. Right from the start as well. Djokovic versus Korda in Adelaide. Murray matches in Australian Open. And then so many great Sinner Alcaraz in Miami. And then you had Medvedev Alcaraz US Open. You had Medvedev Sinner in Vienna and in Beijing. Yeah, Djokovic Alcaraz matches. So many great matches throughout the season. It's a great one to finish it off. And then, of course, Sinner Djokovic in Turin. Couple matches, especially their first match. That's in the net. 40 love. 40 love for Djokovic here. Nole goading. Nole is goading. Nole. Sinner has improved so much in the last 4 months. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, listen, he's just been improving and improving. We've seen the changes over time. Listen, sometimes when there were obvious flaws in Sinner's game, right? He was struggling with the physical side. He was struggling with this. He was struggling with that. He was struggling finishing 5-set matches in majors. It's just one more lesson. It's one more lesson. When a guy is struggling so much but getting so close, sometimes when they do step out, they just completely break out and start winning a lot. That's the same thing happened with Djokovic. Djokovic didn't reach a single Masters final in 2010. I believe that's right. And he didn't reach a single Masters final in 2010. He reached a lot of Masters semifinals. Then in 2011, he broke through and just completely just started winning everything. It's another lesson. Even if a guy is struggling a lot, if a guy is showing signs that he's so close, look at that guy. If he's showing signs that mentally, even physically, with Sinner's great athleticism that he's shown all the time, and with his game, all the talent that he can bring, and the fact that he's willing to work hard, that's the number one thing. Sinner has shown that he's willing to work hard. And now it's finally stepped up. He's fulfilled his potential, but it's Novak with a great forehand inside ins 2-1. Novak at 2-1. Hey, what's up, Enigma? Good to have you in the chat. I appreciate you, Enigma. I remember you joining in for the Tiafoe Raonic match in, where was that? Was it in Canada? Yeah, you've been, it's been a while, but I appreciate you on the streams, Enigma. FA seems cooked, yes, but Runa had a respectable year, almost won Monte Carlo. I promise Sinner will have better 2024 than FA or Runa playing 2023. Yes, I think so as well. Absolutely. FA seems cooked. I still want Felix to prove something to me. I hope he finds it again. I'm one of these guys who thinks Felix can play on all surfaces pretty well. He pushed Rafa to 5 sets at the French Open. Also against Novak went 7-6, 7-6. He can play pretty well. He's a great athlete. And at his best, he's just fantastic. Great serve, but great hand skills as well. Great mentality at his best. Not always, but at his best. And then also on grass courts. He's shown a really high level on grass courts. He's won grass tournaments before. And also on outdoor hard courts. He's played some really good matches. He got to the U.S. Open semifinals. So I'm one of these guys who thinks he can play on all surfaces. Of course, on faster courts, he is better. I want Felix to show up again. He does have weaknesses. His second serve return on the second serve in particular, is not so good. The return of serve. The consistency, figuring it out and winning when he is having off days. The backhand is a place where he needs a lot of improvement, especially. But I still think he can win a lot. Runa, we'll see. I still like Runa a lot on clay courts, so we'll see how he does on clay. But yeah, definitely at the moment, they're not so good. Is this third set going to be a monster tiebreak? Essek won. Dare I say I think it is? Should I say that? I'll say it. By the way, Novak in the Turin final, won 91% of first serve points. Very different today. Novak, first time they played, 91% of first serve points. 15 love here for Sinner. Like I said earlier, Novak trying to clinch the tie for Serbia. If Novak wins this, then they are in the final for the first time since 2013. Trying to take their first title, Davis Cup title, for the first time since 2010. Backhand Djokovic, the forehand of Sinner, backhand slice Djokovic. Backhand Sinner volley, but that's right back to Djokovic. Slice lob, that stays in. Federer on the court. Oh no, backhand, that is a Sinner special. I've seen Sinner do that before. Jannik doesn't really go for the tweener very much. He hits around it and hits a spinning backhand passing shot cross court. That is a Sinner special. That was a beautiful slice lob. And Novak can't get the backhand volley. Wow. What a shot from Jannik Sinner. Strong left wrist there to really carve it. And that was beautiful. What a shot from Jannik. Just perfect. Absolute perfection. Absolute perfection. By the way, Novak first serve points. That's what I'm looking for here. Backhand Novak. Ooh, what a shot from Novak cross court. The level is as high as it's been this match so far, I would say. First serve points won 74% for Novak. Still very high, but definitely not 91%, which is what it was. Novak also hit 70% first serves in when they played in the final. And so far it's only 61, 59% for Sinner. Both guys would like to get more first serves in. Not get into rallies as much. More free points on first serve. Not getting enough first serves. Serve from Jannik. That goes long. Second serve. Second serve, kick serve. Back in Novak. The forehand of Sinner. Forehand Novak. Sliced. The forehand of Sinner. Drop shot. Novak runs. Redrop. Sinner runs. That's behind Djokovic. No way Djokovic got to it. No way. Sinner puts away swinging volley. Ridiculous get from Novak. This guy's speed at 36 is unprecedented. I don't think I've ever seen a guy this fast at 36. I mean, Rafa and Roger you'd certainly put up there, but this guy is insane. The athleticism also, that was way behind Novak. No way he should have gotten that in. Sinner wins the point, but Novak left me with my jaw on the floor. Great rally from both guys. Level is the highest it's been in the match so far. The level is touching the roof at the moment, if that makes any sense. 40-15 at 1-2. Serve, Sinner, forehand Djokovic. The forehand of Sinner, cross court. Forehand Djokovic. The backhand of Sinner, forehand Djokovic, cross court. The forehand of Sinner. That hits the tape, goes over. Novak gets there, though. Wow, the net actually did not help Sinner. It really, Novak was quick to get up to it. Winner inside out, 40-30. Does Sinner escape this service game? Do you think we will see Rafa ever again, Dakota? I do think so. Listen, a lot of people were comparing the McDonald match to the Roger Hurkacz match. I would bring up three things. First of all, Roger was 40 years old and trying to come back for a long time after the Hurkacz match. No, Rafa's only 37. Roger was 1 point away from winning Wimbledon against a prime Djokovic at 37, nearly 38 years old. So Rafa's still in the age where he could be playing for sure. Just a year older than Djokovic, not as old as Federer was at that match. And also, Rafa's come back from plenty of injuries. He's been here before. He looks like he's inspired to come back. I don't know if he'll reach the same level, but now I do believe that Rafa will be back. I do think he'll reach a high level again, especially on clay. I'm hoping for it. Tiamo Nole, okay, we'll see. My guess Nole will play long enough to play against Sinner's son. Sinner's son. Sinner doesn't even have a son yet. That's crazy. So Novak could play long enough to play against his own son, against Stefan. We'll see. Stefan could also play Stefanos Tsitsipas, who's only 24, I think. Maybe against Alcaraz's younger brother, Jamie Alcaraz. He seems to be really good. Rublev seems to be pretty high on him. By the way, Sinner holds. We're at 2-2. By the way, Novak at the line at 2-2. Serve, the backhand of Sinner. Forehand Djokovic. Inside in to the forehand of Sinner. Forehand cross court. The forehand of Sinner. Ooh, steps in. How does Novak nearly gets that too, but that goes back on his side. Love 15. Watch out, Novak. It's love 15 for Jannik. Watch out, Novak. Finally, I made you laugh. Wonderful. Yeah, I appreciate it, Dakota. Yeah, everybody, don't forget to subscribe, by the way, Quality Shot Tennis, if you're new. So, yeah, don't forget to sub if you are new. We're here for matches all year round. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Rod was playing on one leg against Hubert. Yeah, only 37. Yui and Simbe. I mean, listen, that's young. That's young. Whatever. We got plenty of time left. Listen, compared to Roger, at least he's 40. Listen, tennis longevity is different nowadays. Novak won 4 of the 5 biggest events of the year. He's 36. I think Rafa can still come back. But of course, for tennis, this is 37, 10, 15 years ago, that would be completely unprecedented. Until Roger did it, it was unprecedented. Only maybe you would say Ken Rosewall, Pancho Gonzalez, maybe to some extent. Maybe a few players you can name on the women's side, like Navratilova, but even then, Roger was kind of the first guy to really step up and play. It'd still be winning majors at 36, 37, outside of Rosewall, you would say. That's a backhand, goes wide from Sinner. Not a great shot from Sinner. Should have made it, 15-all. First shot goes out. Oh, Novak is frustrated with something here. There's a challenge from Sinner. The serve is in anyway, but Novak had an issue with the fact that Sinner got to challenge. Novak had an issue with the fact that Sinner got to challenge. It is going to be 30-love anyway. Nole bossing his own son like you don't know me, boy. That'd be funny. You are a tough nut to crack. Have you seen Pancho Gonzalez play? They say he was the best ever, Dakota. Yeah, back in the day, they say Pancho Gonzalez was one of the best players ever. People don't talk about professional majors because it was like before the Open era, but look up, if you don't know what professional majors are, look up professional majors Wikipedia. It's very difficult to understand, but those were like the peak of, like, those were the majors for like a little bit. Like, those were almost more impressive. Like, he had to beat Ken Rosewall in a lot of those majors. He had to play against the likes of Rosewall and Laver in some of those majors. He won 13 of those. He won 15 majors overall. Nobody even talks about Pancho Gonzalez. That's more than Sampras. It's a different time, but people say he was the best ever. He was ultra aggressive. He was the original aggressive player. He would hit huge serves, come to net every point, huge, just punch volleys, swinging volleys. He was ultra aggressive. I'm reading a great book that was written by Pancho Gonzalez just called Tennis. And it's fantastic. It's so fun. He's one of the greats. A lot of underrated players back in the day. Pancho Gonzalez is one of them. Anthony Wilding. And it's a different time. It's different history. You look back at tennis and people, It's like, okay, it's weird. It's like serve and volleying. It's super elegant. Like what? It's not tennis nowadays. But listen, we got to appreciate history. And more than that, these were amazing players. Oh, Sinner butchers a forehand volley. Completely butchers it. Sinner has a forehand. I mean, Novak is celebrating that error. I don't feel like that's necessary. Novak celebrating the error. It's 40-15. Matteo Berrettini in the crowd. Felt a little bit unnecessary from Novak. But he's trying to get the crowd involved. It was still a very good point to win. I'll be fair to Novak. He had a very, very good defensive stretch forehand to even get that back in play. A little bit understandable. Anyway, it is 40-15 here at 2-2. 40-15 at 2 games apiece. Serve coming here from Novak. First serve in the net, second serve. Second serve from Novak, get 3-2. Serve out wide, forehand in the net. That's in the net from Sinner, 3-2. 3-2, 3-2. I like the new setup. Hey, I appreciate Manor. I think he's angry because Sinner was allowed a late challenge by the umpire. Yeah, that's fair, Gene. Yeah, I just felt like the celebration after the Sinner error was maybe a little bit much, but he was definitely responding to something else. He did hit a really good stretch to get that in, so. Anyway, it is 3-2 for Novak, gets it done. Did you know that Pancho Gonzalez was married to Andre Agassi's sister? That is a crazy fact. Those are two of the all-time greats of the game. I did not know that. Let's hope Nadal does get seriously hurt again. I mean, if Rafa gets hurt again, I think he said himself he's done. I think even Andy said the same thing. Murray, who is playing at a lower level than Rafa was when he stopped playing. But I think both like guys like that, they're gonna stop playing if they get another injury. So I'm hoping Rafa doesn't. I'm just hoping Rafa plays again because that would be a lot of fun to watch. We need to see Rafa one more time. We just need to see Rafa one more time. It's up Lloyd. What's up, Lloyd? What's up, Lloyd? I'm 33 in better shape than most of the early 20s. It's all about discipline. Yeah, that's fair, Enigma. That's fair. That's fair. Got to keep your body in shape. Okay, I got a question for the chat. How would you rate these 3 years for Novak's career? 2011, 2015, and 2023. 2011, 2015, and 2023. 2011 was the year that Novak just like completely broke out. Like he was a top player for like a few years, but he broke out and just had he lost, I believe, just 2 matches going into the US Open, which is just ridiculous. I mean, Novak's 2011 was so dominant across all 3 surfaces. Backhand Djokovic, the backhand of Sinner, backhand Djokovic, the forehand of Sinner, forehand Djokovic, forehand of Sinner, backhand Djokovic, the backhand of Sinner, backhand Djokovic, backhand Sinner, backhand Djokovic, backhand Sinner, forehand squash shot. That's in the net. That's in the net from Novak. 15 love. All right, 15 love here, 2-3, backhand Sinner. That's a winner, 30 love. 30 love. Yeah, but let me know, how do you rank these 3 years in terms of, I'll say in terms of how impressive the years are. 2011, 2023, and 2015. 2011 was super dominant for most of the year. Novak had a little bit of a letdown towards the end of the year, but very dominant. 2015 was really his like most dominant throughout the whole year. He lost 6 matches throughout the whole year. He won 82 matches. He won 6 Masters. He only didn't reach the final of 1 Masters tournament out of 9 tournaments, which is insane. He won 3 out of the 4 majors. He got to the final of the other one. So it's really hard to beat 2015, but 2023, again, only lost 6 matches and very similar results. 17 wins over top 10 players. He's entered 12 tournaments. He's won 7 of them. And he's won 3 out of the 4 majors, got 1 set away from the other one. So all 3 are absolutely phenomenal. Let me know how you rank those years. 2023, 2015, 2011. I think is an interesting topic to bring up. 40-15 here, by the way, for Sinner. I really do feel like we could get another third set tiebreak here. That would be insane. A Sinner Djokovic number 3 goes to a breaker. Serve out wide, forehand Djokovic. Hope we see it. Forehand Sinner. Ooh, is that out? That's just out from Jannik. Just out. 40-30. Just out. Serbian camp is happy about it. It's 40-30. Serbian camp trying to push Novak to try to break here. 40-30. Okay, I see a lot of answers in chat. Love it. Love it, love it. I'll read it out after this point. 2 minutes away from 2 hours. Hour 58 played. Serve. Jannik. The forehand of Djokovic. That goes in. Backhand Sinner. The backhand. Now on the stretch from Sinner. Forehand Djokovic. Backhand Sinner is way behind the court playing like Daniil Medvedev. Forehand. Jannik. Down the middle to forehand of Djokovic. Backhand Sinner. Ooh, that goes in the net. It's deuce. We're at deuce. Wow. Novak in this game from Sinner. Remember, Novak was in a game, in a Jannik service game at 0-1. Novak was in a Jannik service game at 0-1. He had a break point. Jannik held there. Jannik will have to do the same thing. Nole. Okay, Marina. Good to have you in the chat. 15. Okay, 2015. We got some answers for best year for Novak. 2015. I'll say 2011 because of the competition. All GOATs were playing well. That's fair. That's a good answer. Serve out wide. Forehand Djokovic. That goes in the net. It's advantage here for Jannik. Advantage here for Jannik. What else we got? Matt, number 1, 2023. Number 2, 2011. Number 3, 2015. 2015 last is crazy. The fact that you can even say 2015 is last is a crazy thing. 23 Ghost. 2021 was pretty good for him too, Matt. Yeah, true. Nearly history. Hello, 2021. 1 win away from a slam. Yeah, but overall, I would say that that's not as good as, say, 2015, for example. Served out wide. Forehand Sinner. Backhand Sinner now. Cross court. Backhand on stretch. That goes out. Sinner holds again with the tight service game. It's 3-3. Italian camp is happy about that. Listen, if Serbia wins this match, Serbia's in the final. Italy has to win this match to at least give themselves a chance. 3-3. By the way, first 2 sets were 6-2. This is not going to be a 6-2 set. If anything, going to be at least 6-3, but it looks like it's going to be tighter than that. Maynor 2017 was the best. Yeah, I mean, that's a Fidel fan if I've ever seen one. 2017, 2016. 2011, 2015. If you're looking for that, half of 2018 wasn't great for Novak either. Although he did win Wimbledon, US Open. 2015, 2011, 2023. Okay, 2015 the best. All right, yeah. Some good answers. Some good answer. Can't think who's the best server ever. Dakota, great question. I answer that. Jannik, backhand, cross court. The backhand of Novak. Forehand Jannik. The backhand of Novak, cross court. Backhand Jannik. The backhand of Novak, forehand Jannik. The forehand of Novak, forehand Jannik. That goes out. 15 love for Novak and 15 love for Serbia at 3-3. Who's the best server ever? Okay, so my answer is the kind of uninteresting, boring, pretty common answer. I do think John Isner is the best server of all time. And I don't say that he's not the fastest. He's not the fastest on average. Roddick served faster on average, even though he was much shorter than Isner. Even a guy like Raonic served faster. Even Karlovic served faster than Isner on average. Or no, I don't know on average, but at their fastest serves were faster. By the way, backhand cross court, backhand on the stretch from Sinner. What a point. Forehand cross court. Forehand of Sinner. Backhand cross court, Djokovic. The backhand of Sinner picked up off the line. That's a good shot from Djokovic. 30 love. Djokovic fist bumps. If you don't think Djokovic is determined, you're not watching the match. He is fist bumping. He is shouting to his team. It's been a long year, but both guys, there's no ATP points on the line, but that doesn't mean both guys don't want this. Don't want this bad. 2 hours and 2 minutes played. But the thing about Isner is he had an incredible first serve and second serve. His placement on his serve is amazing. He would hit to the lines, out wide, down the tee. It's impossible to read. He played the most tiebreakers of anybody. And there's a reason for that. His serve was just unbeatable, unmatchable. He went 70-68. It's the boring answer. He did consistently hit 140, 145. But I do think Sampras and Federer are right behind for me. I would put Federer just hairs above of Sampras at second, and then I would put Sampras at third. So it'd be Isner, then Federer, then Sampras. Federer is so consistent with the serve, so good. And then Raonic. I put Raonic in there. I think Milos Raonic has a really underrated serve. For me, Raonic is right up there. There are some players back in the day that people say have amazing serves as well, like Bill Tilden. Who else? Roscoe Tanner. Even Pancho Gonzalez. But yeah, from those servers, I would say that. 40 love here, by the way, from Novak with this quick kind of service game. Roddick up there as well, by the way, in terms of servers, somewhere. Serve Novak out wide. That's a let. A lot of lets so far. A lot of lets. By the way, guys, don't forget, subscribe. Quality Shot Tennis. Anthony Hirsch here on the call for the Sinner versus Djokovic Davis Cup semifinal. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Don't forget, subscribe if you are new. 40 love. Djokovic serve down the middle. Forehand Djokovic. That's in the net. 40-15. 40-15. Only as good as your second serve, and Sampras had the best. Sampras is a great answer. I almost want to put Sampras second ahead of Federer. Sampras and Federer are really close. Sampras and Federer are really, really close. I just think 2023, playing at his age and doing what he did, was over the top. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. I think 2023 makes perfect sense as an answer for Novak's most impressive year. I really do believe so. In fact, I'll give my answer to that question next. Djokovic first serve goes long, second serve. Second serve from Novak. Center Djokovic number 3. Djokovic at 40-15, get to 4-3. Serve out wide, that goes out. Djokovic gets to 4-3. So my answer for the ranking Djokovic's best years, for me, there's, I would say it in like 3 things. 2015 was his most dominant results. Almost, you can't even argue it. Novak won 6 Masters. He got to 2 other Masters finals. He lost, I believe, to Federer in Cincinnati and Murray in Canada, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it was. But he got to 8 out of the 9 Masters finals. He won 6. He got to 3 out of the 4 major finals. He reached the final of the other major. That was Roland Garros. He got 31 wins over top 10 players. In terms of dominant results, it has to be 2015. He also won the World Tour Finals as well. 2015 was almost like the perfect season. So in terms of dominant results, it's that. In terms of quality, I'd like to say Djokovic's most impressive sustained quality to me was 2011. From the start of 2011 to about mid-2011, he just played perfectly. He beat Rafa on clay like 2 or 3 times in a row in the big tournaments. He only lost one. He lost no matches up until Roland Garros. He was just completely dominant. His level was ridiculous. 2012, he played some amazing tennis as well. To me, that was his highest quality. For me, this is my biggest hot take. 2023 is his most impressive year. That's my honest opinion. I really think that 2023 has impressed me more than any other year. He's won nearly every tournament he's entered. At 36, winning 3 out of the 4 majors, 4 of the 5 biggest events. It hasn't been easy. There have been 3 other guys that have won over 80% of their matches. Sinner, Medvedev, and Alcaraz. Hasn't been easy. Alcaraz plays well on all 3 surfaces, winning an absolute epic against Alcaraz in Cincinnati. The things he's done this year at 36 are just completely unprecedented. And I just think it's amazing to still be so dominant. After having done so much in the sport, he passed the Grand Slam record. And he's still going for records. So for me, this is the most impressive. The way I would rate the years, and I know it's a hot take, for me, it's number 1, 2023, number 2, 2015, number 3, 2011, and then number 4, 2021. That would probably be 4th. Djokovic here at love 15. And that's my honest answer. It's incredible. It's never been done to dominate a season like this at 36. And he's been just so dominant. It's crazy. 15 all. Sinner at the line to serve on the do side. Isner's serve bounced so high. Yeah, Isner's serve was crazy. Good take. Yeah, I appreciate it. What's up, Slaj? Did he underrate Wawrinka at 2015 French? Oh, absolutely. But Wawrinka had one of the best performances. Wawrinka just summoned out Rafa Nadal somehow in his performance. I mean, much more aggressive than Nadal, but his performance in the final of 2015 RG was ridiculous. Forehand, the forehand of Sinner. Backhand Djokovic on the slide to the forehand of Sinner. The level in this match is insane. 15-30. Sinner is out with the forehand. Is this the moment that Djokovic steps up? The level in this one is insane. 15-30. 15-30. Yeah. Crazy win for a crazy year for Novak. After everything he went through and stood up for that year, I can agree with 2023. Yeah, it's my honest answer. I know it's like the year we're in. Maybe it is recency bias because 2015 was so insane. But I really do genuinely believe that after what he faced in 2022 and then still chasing the records and dominating like he has this year has been just unbelievable. Serve down the tee, forehand Djokovic. The forehand is Sinner. That's a good shot. Inside out. Good shot from Sinner. 30-all. 30-all, 30-all. Struff serves well on clay. Made the Madrid final with a number of aces. Yeah, that's true, Ghost. Yeah, I miss Struff. Hopefully Struff is healthy for the next year. Shout out Jan-Lennard Struff. That guy was playing out of his mind until he got injured right before Wimbledon. I hope he becomes a factor again next year. Because he was really playing very well. And the fact that he got to a final on clay just shows how well he was playing, because that's his worst surface, is Struff's. 30-all, Sinner with the serve, second serve. Second serve down the tee, backhand Djokovic. The backhand of Sinner, backhand Djokovic. The backhand of Jannik, forehand Novak. The forehand of Jannik, cross-court. It's a big forehand Novak, cross-court, the forehand of Jannik. Ooh, that goes in the net. It's a break point here for Novak. Is this the moment that Novak pushes ahead and takes this? This is a big moment. Novak asking for the crowd. Is this the moment that Novak can take this match and take the match for Serbia? By the way, guys, we got over 400 people on stream. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to Quality Shot Tennis. A lot of fun to do these calls. If you're looking for a genuine tennis community, some great, got a lot of stuff coming during the off season for all of next year. We do tournaments all year round. Don't forget to subscribe for that. It's Sinner at the line, 30-40. Serve, down the tee, forehand Sinner. Inside into the forehand of Novak, forehand Sinner. Down the line, it's a great shot. Novak defending, swing volley, put away like Jannik Sinner does. It's deuce. We got deuce at 3-4. We got deuce at 3-4. There you go, there you go. Deuce. Novak got to break point. That's a good break point save from Jannik Sinner, though. Huge forehand swing volley. That just raged through the court. That swing volley perfectly. Just perfectly hits over it. Jannik with a fist bump. Deuce. Loving this. Let's see if Jannik can hold here. Serve out wide. That's a good serve from Jannik. We got advantage for Jannik at 3-4. Idemo, Nole, legend. Okay, Marina. Yeah. See what you can do. We'll see what you can do. Can Jannik get to 4-4? It's that advantage. First serve, out wide, backhand, the forehand of Jannik, forehand Novak, the forehand of Jannik, becoming a bit of a rally. Forehand Novak, right on the baseline, forehand Novak, right on the baseline again. Oh, that's out though. That is out though. It's 4-4. 4-4, that is out. Wow. Anthony, your analysis of Novak's great year is spot on. None of the choices 11, 15, 23 are bad ones. I totally agree. And this year ranks high on the list of performances in any apart. Yes, absolutely. Novak, all three of those years for Novak are insane. Really. Are totally insane. Since when is this channel running on YouTube? Quality Shot Tennis has been on YouTube, I believe, since early 2021. I joined the channel in May this year. My first match that I commentated for the channel was Eubanks taking on Christopher Eubanks taking on Alexander Zverev in Geneva. Since I've done that call, I've been on the channel. It's been a lot of fun to do. I've done a lot of great matches throughout the year. I did the Cincinnati final, Alcaraz versus Djokovic. I did the women's Wimbledon final. I did the Turin final. I did the final of the WTA finals as well. We've done a lot of great matches. I did Monfils Baez earlier in the year. That was a lot of fun. I've done a lot of fun matches throughout the year. I'll be here for next year as well. Really enjoying it. But yeah, Quality Shot Tennis has been here way before I joined in. I think they've been since early 2021 or early 2022. One or the other. But it's been, I think, early 2021. It's been a while. And I'd say Chris Eubank served great in the Miami and Wimbledon. He's underrated in the service line. Yeah, absolutely. Can Ben Shelton break the service record? I'll be surprised if he doesn't. Shelton, I mean, say what you want about Ben Shelton. His serve is insane. He serves so quick. I bet he will. I bet he will. I'll go ahead and say it. I think he will. If Sinner wins, does Djokovic-Sinner rivalry instantly become a better rivalry than Alcaraz-Sinner? No. Not in my opinion. People have different opinions about it. People have different opinions, but also Alcaraz Sinner is probably going to play 30, 40 more times. Djokovic Sinner is probably not going to play that many more times. For me, Alcaraz Sinner is pretty much the peak. I love their matches. I'm excited for the next 15 years of their matches. But right now, Djokovic and Sinner is a big rivalry, and I'm loving it. It's 4-4, 15 love. Djokovic had a break point at 0-1. He had a break point at 3-4. We're at 4-4. You're a good commentator, man, for real. I appreciate it, Enigma. Thank you for the comments. I'll keep on doing this. Thank you. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Enigma. How many different guys are there commentating then? We've had a lot of different, the chat knows, we've had a lot of different guys on here commentating. Like Hassan, Liam, Pat, the three that have been commentating very consistently for the last few months. There's a great commentator by the name of David. He's very young. He's just, I believe, 18 or 19, but he's a really great commentator to watch. He can get super hyped up, or he can just be a bit calm. I'm probably the most hyped one of the three, but Faison is fantastic. Just a great listen, very knowledgeable. Very great, like, screen presence, which is very, it knows his stuff about tennis. I'm a fan of Faison and his commentating, as well as David. Everybody on the channel is great. Forehand Novak, cross court. Forehand Sinner, that's in the net. It's 5-4 for Jannik Sinner. Or sorry, 5-4 for Djokovic. Djokovic holds. But yeah, I appreciate the compliments. And Dakota, are you a professional tennis journalist? Anthony, I want to be. My goal is to be a professional tennis journalist. This is kind of my first step to that. So it's a lot of fun. I got to go to the Atlanta Open earlier this year. I got to interview guys like Taylor Fritz and also Kei Nishikori, former world number 4. Kei Nishikori, it was amazing. I've been watching Nishikori since I was a kid. Great opportunity. The first thing is I'm a tennis fan, so it's just a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, that is a goal. I want to go to more tennis events, do more interviews, streams. Yeah, definitely a goal of mine. Juice, we love you, man. I appreciate you. Such nice comments. Yeah, this might be one of the last streams I do for the year. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Juice. Love you too, my man. Thank you, Juice. Thanks a lot, Juice. Yeah, remember the name, Anthony Hirsch. I'm gonna try to rise up a bit. So remember the name. Appreciate you guys joining in, though. What's up, Vinka? What's up, Slajka? What's up, Maja? Rafa coming back will be a big deal. I'll be covering on social media. We'll be announcing those matches. Yeah, I'm so excited to call a Rafa match. Let me tell you what, Rafa, there's nobody else to commentate like Rafa. Rafa brings all the energy. He brings such crazy shots. He's always fighting every point. Ain't nobody like Rafa. Ain't nobody like Rafa Nadal. Ain't nobody like Rafa Nadal. By the way, we got over 430 people on stream. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We're at 4-5 here. A lot of fun to do this. Sinner Djokovic, number 3. Sinner at the line to serve. This is the tiebreaker, ultimate tiebreaker. They're 1-1. It's the third set. It's a 1-set shootout. They're giving us what we wanted. Sinner serving to keep Italy alive in this Davis Cup tie, by the way. Serve. Oh, right into the body. Who said Sinner needs to go out the body? Novak forehand. The forehand of Sinner. I think it was Ghost. Forehand Sinner. The backhand of Djokovic. Backhand Sinner. Cross court. The backhand of Djokovic. Cross court. Backhand Sinner. That goes out. It's love 15. It is love 15. Love 15. Okay. Hey, thank you so much, X Valendes. Great commentary. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe, Quality Shot Tennis. I'll be commentating a lot more matches. I've commentated a lot of matches this year. I'll be commentating so many matches next year. Don't forget to subscribe for that. And for all the commentators on here as well. Talks a lot of sense, too. It is not only a commentary. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I try to bring the realism to the tennis. Also bring the hype. Forehand center. The backhand of Djokovic, 360. What a shot. Forehand volley, center Djokovic with a stretch. Backhand center across court. Backhand slice Djokovic. What a rally. Forehand center. That goes out. It's love 30. It is love 30 here. Wow. Love 30. Having listened to at least 10 different match commentaries the last 2 years, Anthony ranks very high on the list. Gary, I appreciate it a lot. It means a lot. Thank you for that. It's love 30 here. Djokovic is 2 points away. Djokovic is 2 points away from securing his 57th win of the year. And all of those wins have been very important because, listen, he's won so many titles in those 57 wins or 56 wins. He's trying to go for Davis Cup. Djokovic said if he wins Davis Cup, this is the best year of his career. He's still doing it, and he's at love 30. Sinner needs to pick up right here, right now. Let's see what Jannik can do. Serve. Jannik. Out wide. Forehand Djokovic. Forehand of Jannik. Should put away. It's a backhand Djokovic pass. It's too good. Backhand volley in the net. A little bit of a poor service game. A really good return game. And we're at love 40 and 3 match points for Novak Djokovic. This guy is inevitable. This guy is literally inevitable. And say what you want. Some people are excited about it. Some people not so excited about it. This guy is inevitable. It is what it is. Jannik Sinner will have his time as well. He did in Turin. But it's Djokovic who's going to go up 2-1 on Sinner in their last 3 matches in the last 11 days. 3 matches in 11 days. And Djokovic looking to take the 2 of the 3. Sinner with the first serve here. Djokovic to take Serbia to the final. First serve. Bick. Down the tee. That goes out. Second serve just out. Whew. Second serve. Kick serve. Backhand Djokovic. The backhand of Sinner. Backhand Djokovic. The backhand of Sinner across court. It's a great shot. Backhand Djokovic on the slide. Backhand Sinner across court. Looking a little bit tight. That goes out from Djokovic. It's 15-40. It's hard to watch. 15-40. What we got here in the chat? Manor Boo. We got Djokovic on match point. Nole is a monster. Amazing. Nole is just inevitable. Maja. Jannik is holding on though. Idemo Vinka. What's up, everybody in the chat? We got over 500 people on stream. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Come on. We got a great tennis channel over here. If you're looking for genuine tennis fans, people who speak the truth about tennis, people who get hyped up with the tennis, you're looking for Quality Shot Tennis. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We enjoy the calls. It's a forehand the net from Djokovic on the returns. 30-40. It is 30-40. 30-40, 30-40. Troitsky, the Davis Cup captain watching on. Troitsky is a legend, by the way. Back in the day, Troitsky is like the initial, he's like the original like Kyrgios and like the original like who's another guy? Like Alexander Bublik. He's the guy that got feisty on the court. He's watching on as the Serbia team captain. It's 30-40. Can Jannik Sinner save one more here? Serve. Down the tee, forehand, chip return. Sinner has a forehand. Inside out, back to the backhand. Forehand volley is awkward, but Sinner deals with it. 3 saved. Are you kidding me? 3 saved. Jannik has saved a break point at 0-1. Jannik saved a break point at 3-4. Jannik has saved 3 break points at 4-5, and they came as match points. Wow, Jannik is amazing at the moment. I love this. I love every minute of it. I love every minute of it. We're at deuce. We're at deuce. Jannik doing it for Italy. Can Jannik take this to 5-5? And is this better than their match in Turin? Probably not. Not yet. Anyway, both the first 2 sets were very one-sided. But still, it's been incredible. The quality has been amazing. Out wide. First serve goes wide. Second serve. Second serve for Jannik. Second serve, Jannik. Into the body. Forehand Djokovic. That goes out. Are you kidding me? This level from Jannik Sinner. Are you kidding me? Advantage for Jannik. Are you kidding me right now? This is when we got hyped. This is when I'm talking about the hype. You kidding me? Advantage for Sinner. It was 1-1 in Turin, and Jannik is 1 point away from making me go crazy. 2:22 on the match clock, by the way. 2 hours and 22 minutes played. Advantage for Sinner. Serve down the tee. Jannik Sinner shown the improvements in the mental and in the game. Let's go, Jannik. At 5-5. Let's go. Are you kidding me with that? Are you kidding me with that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me see what the chat is saying. We got 5-5 for Sinner. He saves 3 match points. Are you kidding me with that? Wow, wow, wow. Let me see what chat is saying. Let me see what chat is saying. We got 5-5. Novak about to serve. Five. Novak serve. Out wide. That goes out. Does Jannik Sinner save 3 match points? Listen, nobody has won a match against Novak saving match points since 2018. It was Cilic in 2018 Queens Club, the last time that a player beat Novak after being match point down. That's the only time it's happened since 2009. Rafa in 2009 Madrid. It's only happened one time since 2009 that's happened. It was Cilic in 2018. Does Jannik do the impossible that just never happens? Saving 3 match points. What a stat. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It hasn't happened since 2018. And that's the only time it's happened since 2009. That crazy match versus Rafa in 2009. Jannik 2018, a tiebreaker. I felt like it could be a tiebreaker. That's Novak in the net, love 15. Or are you so for this match? A game, if you're so for saying you should not be for either one. I'm for a great match. I like both guys. I've been for Djokovic a lot throughout the match. I'm for both. Love 15. I'll be hyped up for Sinner if he does something well. Love 15. Jannik trying to get this done here. 5-5. Let's see what Djokovic can do and how he responds. I'm here for good tennis. That's what I'm here for. Serve down the tee. Forehand Jannik. The forehand of Djokovic. Backhand Jannik. That's in the net. 15 all. 15-15. Happy St. Anthony. Happy. Come on, Jannik. All right, Maynor. And he has been very complimentary toward Djokovic. He's a balanced match caller. Yeah, I try to be for sure. Commentators want close matches. That's why he's happy. Exactly. Yeah. I'm rooting for tennis. I'm always rooting for tennis. It's crazy. Wouldn't escape Juslava. Yeah. Enigma got hold. I mean, more than that. Maynor Anthony's so happy. It's a close match. We're getting an epic here. That's what we wanted. Let's see what happens. 30-15 here for Djokovic. 30-15 for Nole. One escape from Jannik. He did it with an ace, too. He did it with an ace. That was a tough volley. It was an awkward forehand volley right at the body of Sinner. And Sinner moved out of the way, hit a forehand volley. That was to save the 3rd match point. Keeping Italy's hopes alive as well. Novak's at 30-15, though. Serve down T. That goes wide. Second serve. Serve here from Nole. Kick serve, backhand Sinner. The forehand of Djokovic, backhand Sinner. The forehand of Novak. That goes out. It's 30-all for Jannik. Jannik is doing well here to get to 5-5. Let's see what Novak can do and how Novak responds. Nole, okay, Sinel. Rooting for Serbia. We got a lot of Serbian fans and Novak fans in here. Nole. See what Nole can do. I mean, listen, knowing Novak, he's going to respond well here. Do they do super tiebreakers in Davis Cup? As far as I'm concerned, it's just 7 pointers, Ghost. I think it's just 7 points. Although I don't know, which is kind of bad that I don't know. Like, I pride myself on knowing a lot. Even I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's 7 points. Pretty sure it should be a 7-point tiebreaker. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Even though maybe 10 pointers would be better, I'm pretty sure it's 7. Backhand. The backhand of Djokovic. That's in the net. It's a break point for Jannik. Are you kidding me? Listen, Djokovic, one of the best mentalities we've ever seen in the sport. Maybe the best. Probably the best mental game of the last 20 years at the least. Probably ever. But Jannik could be one of the best mental games of the next 20 years. And we're seeing that play out right now. It's 30-40. Jannik saving 3 match points. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You don't see that with Novak. 3 match points. You do not see that with Novak. 30-40. Break point here for Jannik Sinner. Got a lot of Nole fans in here. I'll see what he can do. It's a serve from Nole. That's a first serve in the net. Second serve. Second serve. Second serve from Novak. I mean, this is just a grand escape if Jannik does this. You just don't see it. It's unprecedented. If Jannik if he wins in Turin in the round robin, the style he did, then wins here, that's kind of an equivalent to what Alcaraz did at Wimbledon. Very close forehand down the line. Are you kidding me? It's Sinner who serves at 6-5. I mean, listen, 6-5 Nole fans are going to be just, what are we watching? Because you're not used to that with Novak. Sinner clutched up, though. I don't feel like Novak really did that much to lose it. Jannik just took it from Novak. And Jannik's playing amazing, 6-5. This is a comeback you just don't see happening. This is an anomaly. It's an anomaly. Alcaraz winning a Wimbledon final 6-4 in the fifth set, that's an anomaly. You know what else is an anomaly? Saving 3 match points in a match as big as this, semifinals versus Novak. That's an anomaly. By the way, it wasn't just 3 match points, it was 3 championship points for Italy. If Italy lost, if Sinner loses, Italy is out. So Sinner is keeping Italy alive here. Sinner is keeping Italy alive here. By the way, my background falling apart on me. Let me fix that up. Let me fix that up. Why didn't he play like this in the final? Yeah, I feel that. By the way, anomaly number 3, Rune beating Djokovic in the Paris final. What's going to happen next? It's crazy. Jannik, yeah, Forza, baby. Go get him, Jannik. Jannik is playing amazing. Jannik doing the Jannik thing. And it's just, every time Jannik wins, it reminds me a little bit, like, every time Jannik wins, it just feels like his journey as a player just comes right back to you. Because he's such a genuine guy. He's so genuinely always improving, always introspecting. You feel it on the court. Very genuine emotions and passions. You feel his journey come back to you. All the struggle. When he won in Canada, all of the incredible struggle he had, even though he was just 21 years old, it came back to you. How he was losing to Alcaraz at US Open, Djokovic at Wimbledon, was getting so close, a lot of injuries, a lot of physical struggles. Guess what? Sinner might save 3 match points against Djokovic and do something that hasn't been done in almost 6 years, since Queens 2018. That is crazy. Forza Nole, we'll see what Nole can do. If I know Novak well, he steps up. People don't serve it out easily against Novak. That just never happens. Even Rune in Paris, no. It's always a long, tight game to end it off. Novak always makes it difficult. I know that well. Sinner serve, down the tee, that goes out. Although I will say, Sinner won a pretty one-sided tiebreaker to end the match in the round robin stage. 15-love. Sinner serve, out wide, back in center. That's in the net, 15-all. Novak is going to make this complicated. If I know Nole well, if I've watched Nole since 2011, since even like 2009, I remember the first time I watched Novak, my parents were screaming at me from the other room, come here. Federer just hit the most incredible shot ever. And it was this tweener winner against Djokovic at the US Open 2009. I still can't believe I actually kind of watched that shot live. I only caught the end of the replay. And I was also so young, I barely remember it. But I've watched Djokovic for a long time. I was a fan of him since around 2011 US Open. That's a good shot from Sinner, though. His match against Berlocq at the 2011 US Open where he was up like 6-0, 6-0, 2-0. I've watched Novak for a long time. I've been a fan for a while. And if I know Novak well, he's going to make this a tight last game. Even at Wimbledon. Carlos served it out pretty easily, but he had to work for it. Novak made him work for it. Novak's going to make Sinner work. We got a lot of Novak fans in here. We'll see what Jannik can do. Jannik playing amazing. Jannik playing amazing here. 30-15, 6-5. Jannik with the serve. This is a big point. Big difference between 30-all and 40-15. Sinner serve. Down the tee. What else can you do about that? Sinner didn't have a serve like this. Sinner didn't have a serve like this pre-Beijing, pre-Vienna, pre-Turin. He didn't have a serve like this pre-Canada, especially. I felt like in Canada, that's when the serve really got better. He's been tinkering the serve, tinkering the game. Somebody is saving at least 2 match points. It's Jannik at 40-15. Jannik serve. That's a let. I can't believe what I'm watching. When does a guy save 3 consecutive match points versus Novak Djokovic in a match as big as this? Jannik Sinner with a big statement win going into next year as well, by the way. There's so much to say about this right now. And it happens! Jannik Sinner is the main man at the end of 2023, or at least he wins the final match. He saves 3 match points. This just doesn't happen. This just doesn't happen. He had an amazing volley winner. Novak doesn't lose matches like that. Novak with an incredible season. That could be his last singles match of the season. Depends on what happens in the doubles rubber. But what a win from Jannik Sinner. The variety, the net play, the drop shots, the huge forehands, the huge backhands, and the mentality. The mentality of Jannik Sinner more than anything coming to play, and Novak fans are going to be super disappointed. The doubles match is going to decide this. Rubber tie. That's the fun of Davis Cup. Jannik came to play, and playing for his country, I'm sure gave him that extra push. By the way, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Quality Shot Tennis if you are new. An incredible win for Jannik Sinner. I had a blast calling this. That was the match that I was hoping for. That is an anomaly win for the Italian. And listen, like I said, one of the best mentalities of the next 20 years, playing against one of the best mentalities of the last 20 years. And it is the young guy who takes out the GOAT. And that's an important win for the rest of the tour going into 2024 in terms of momentum. And guys, don't forget to like the stream if you did enjoy it. It's been Anthony Hirsch here on the call. Watch out for me more on this channel and just across the tennis world. Hopefully, I'll be doing a lot more stuff. And don't forget to subscribe to Quality Shot Tennis. We've got a lot more streams coming. We'll be doing streams all next year. We do streams all year round. It's been a lot of fun calling. Thank you, everybody in the chat, Juice and Maynor, and also Ghost, and everybody in the chat who's been watching my streams all year. It's been a lot of fun. And wow, what a win for Jannik Sinner. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wow, that is an anomaly win. Yeah, thank you. Congrats to Jannik and to Italy. The doubles match will tell the tale. Yes, I wonder who's going to play doubles. It could be Novak. It could be Jannik as well. It could be a Novak versus Jannik doubles match. Novak and Jannik, listen, if Djokovic and Jannik play in the doubles match like they did, if Djokovic and Jannik play in the doubles match to decide this, then that will be the 4th match they've played in 11 days, which is so funny. It doesn't look like it's going to be Sinner, though. It says Bolelli and Sonego versus Djokovic and Lajovic. So that's what it is. Novak fans are going to be disappointed. Love 40. It's a big hole. But that is a remarkable win for Jannik Sinner. And that's what we end off with, because a remarkable win for Jannik Sinner. I mean, the best hard quarter of the last 20 years playing against one of the best hard quarters the next 20 years. One of the best mentalities of the last 20 years playing against one of the best mentalities the next 20 years. It's been a hard road for Jannik, but we're here. He didn't get it done in the Turin final, but he's beaten Novak 2 of the last 3 times they've played, and he's done it in emphatic fashion. And Novak wasn't playing well, and Novak had triple match point. That's what happens. Great commentary. Thanks. Also, another point. People are saying Sinner should tank. People are saying Sinner should tank the Runa match. Sinner's not afraid of Djokovic. Sinner's now beat Djokovic 2 of the last 3 times. Guess why? He has a top-tier mentality that respects the sports and respects his opponents and respects himself. That's what it takes to be a champion. He respects the sport. He's not going to just not try. Yeah, thank you, Ghost. Thanks, everybody. Djokovic, Lajovic on paper. Who else do they have? Sonego and Bolelli. Bolelli is a really good doubles player, so I had to leave for a moment. How did Novak take the defeat? Very well. Novak is always super gracious, even in the worst defeats at the net. Novak's always so good with the other players. I mean, listen, Novak even has the PTPA, which is fantastic, giving players a lot of resources. Novak's doing well. Are you doing doubles now? Maybe. I could call the doubles. I could call the doubles match. I got to see. Hey, Maynor with the 3rd. Wow. Thank you, Maynor. Great stream. Love you. Yeah, I appreciate you, Maynor. Love you as well. Thank you for the 30. That's crazy. That's crazy. I love to everybody in the chat. Good call, Anthony. Appreciate it. Epic like Federer's win over Sampras. Yeah, it could be. It could be, right? It could be. You never know. Novak is still going to be at the top. He's still going to be winning. But listen, after Federer beat Sampras at Wimbledon, it's not like Sampras fell off the face of the earth. Sampras won the U.S. Open the next year. He reached, I believe, 2 or 3 major finals after Federer beat Sampras. So it could be that kind of moment. Both the Wimbledon final and these Turin and Davis Cup matches could be that kind of passing of the torch. Eventually, Novak's still going to be winning. Let's not kid ourselves. This is only going to make Novak even hungrier for next year. Fantastic. Sinner. Yeah. Listen, as a Jannik Sinner fan, I said it after his win over Djokovic in Turin. I do try to stay unbiased on here. I am a big Djokovic fan as well, to be honest. I like Djokovic a lot. And I do but Jannik, I found out about Jannik in early 2019, and there's proof of it as well. In 2019, I've been following this guy, huge game, obviously huge forehands and backhands from the start. Obviously a big talent for me from the start. And there's a video on YouTube where it said Teen Sinner wins title, and everybody was making fun of his name, like Teen Sinner. That's a weird thing to say. And I literally said, I hope this guy gets big so I keep seeing his last name. And he's just such a fun player to watch, top pro. So yeah, anyway, a lot of fun. I'm going to be watching Sinner. I'm so excited for this next Sinner Alcaraz era, whenever it happens. Djokovic is still going to be a problem, though. A huge problem next year. I mean, you can't say anything different after this match, although it was very unlike Novak to give up the 3-match points, but how's Noli going to play doubles? After that, yeah, I don't know. That could be tough. Yeah, thank you a lot, Mike, as always. Thank you, Ghost, as always. You've been in here. You've been in here for the first streams from the start. Appreciate you. See you next year if this is the last match I call. I might call the doubles. I'll have to see. Have a great day, y'all. Don't need turkey and operate heavy machinery. There you go. Just check the stats. WTF, are these Jannik's just crazy good? Yeah, I got to check that out. By the way, this is one of the biggest streams I've done, which is super fun. One of the last ones I'll do for the year, but it's a lot of fun. This one was crazy. This one was totally nuts. And match stats, 12 aces to 6 for Jannik. That was completely different. That was different from both of the matches they played. Even the match that Jannik won in Turin, Novak hit more aces than he did. By the way, they're showing the last point again. This is unbelievable. No, or what is this? No, these are the 3-match points Jannik saved. They're replaying him. So first one was a slice that Novak hit long. Second one was a good serve, but Novak hit a return into the net, which Novak won't be happy about. And then a serve down the tee, forehand chip return. Forehand Novak. This is the big one. Jannik just gets out of the way of the volley. It's an awkward forehand volley winner. Those are the 3-match point saves. First 2 saves, kind of errors from Novak. Third shot was a really good shot from Jannik. Maybe you could say Novak could have hit it a little bit more at his body, but Novak clearly disappointed. He's not used to winning after being up 3-match points and winning tight matches like that. Jannik is proving he could be a problem for Novak in 2024. Anyway, let me see here. So really good on serve from both guys, really. It was really, really tight, but amazing stuff. I mean, look, 72% of first serve points is crazy. Winners to errors. I mean, not that great, honestly, winners to errors, but still a lot of winners from both guys. It was a very good match, very high-level match, in my opinion. And Jannik played really, really well. And he won the big points. He played the big points the way he wanted to, so... Like as usual, yes, guys, don't forget to like the stream if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to head out soon. But yeah, what a match. What a match. I feel like Sinner wasted his challenges, though. Yeah, well, I mean, he got it in the end. He got the win in the end. Next year is going to be crazy with Rafa back in. Yeah, I mean, listen. Sinner, Medvedev, Alcaraz playing like this, Djokovic in, and then yeah, Rafa, if he comes back to his best, I mean that should be insane. So, wow. Was it a mistake to have Musetti play Miomir? Maybe they should have used Sonego. Yeah, it's possible. You could argue that, but Kecmanovic is playing insane all week. I've been watching it a lot. It won't be too long. Anthony United Cup starts December 28th in the States. We might also do the Davis Cup final. I don't know if I'll have the call for that though, but somebody might call that. The Davis Cup final, Australia versus Serbia, for example. I'm not sure if I'll be doing the doubles now, but if not, I will. I'll say goodbye because this was a lot of fun. Appreciate everybody joining in. I'm not sure what was the most people that we had on the stream, but we had well over 200, 300 we had over 200, I think, for most of the match. We started with over 100. I think we got to like 550 or 600 people in here. It's a lot of fun. Make sure to join in for more streams coming up as well. And yeah, I'm going to join off. But what a win for Jannik Sinner. Big disappointment for Novak. Novak still had an incredible season. Novak hopes that wasn't his last singles match of the season. He will probably play the doubles match coming up next. But what a win for Jannik Sinner. It just deserves all that. He's doing an on-court interview. I'm sure Jannik can't even believe it. But what a win for Jannik Sinner. He's worked hard to get to this point. And listen, this is the guy who was struggling a lot physically. This is the guy who wasn't finishing matches against the top players. This is a guy who people are saying didn't have enough variety in his game. But sometimes it's these guys who work hard enough that might just cross the line, and Jannik proves it yet again. You think about his journey to get here. It wasn't an easy road, and yet he's beating Novak from 3-match points. And okay, I'm out. Yes, I'm out as well. Great call, Anthony. Peace. Peace goes as well. Hey, Robert, thank you so much for the 10. Robert with donation. Okay, I got to say thanks real quick to Robert. Robert, you legend. Robert, you legend. Always with the donuts, but also just being in the chat. Love to see your comments. I didn't see you much in the chat, but I'm sure you're lurking. Thank you, Robert, for the 10. I couldn't thank you enough. I couldn't thank you also after the touring call. You also donated 10. Thank you, Robert. Shout out Robert in the chat. Always being so just so fun to talk to you about tennis. So thank you for that, Robert, a lot. And yeah, I'm out of here. An amazing win for Jannik Sinner over Novak. 6-2, 2-6, 7-5. Incredible level, incredible mentality. Not enough compliments. It's a big win for the rest of the tour and for Jannik going into 2024. And we'll see what happens in the doubles to decide the tie between Italy and Serbia. But it is a momentous win for Jannik Sinner over Novak Djokovic.
Watchalong.